Good morning, MFers. Happy Saturday. How's everybody doing today? Good morning, Lita B, Sin, Jill. It is so true. Wandering Self, Christina, Snazzy, Chroma Chronicles, Jamie, Peekaboo, Mary Goldwyn, Caroline, Beautiful Sunflower, and good morning, Baby Butterfly. How's everybody doing? Today's supposed to be a beautiful day. I'm looking forward to it. Hey, I am not. Hey, Newfie, J. Kells, Amy, Pretty in Pink, Big Girl for Life, Chica, Eliana, Straight Talker. Good morning, good morning. Do we have a few things to talk about? I'll tell you. Hey, Judy. Hey, Chai. A story to tell, Heather. Kay loves coffee, Marshall, Lavender, Choby Blue Eyes, Michael, Full Allergy. That's a good one. Margaret. Hey, Brandy. Good morning. Happy Saturday. About to head out to a farmer's market kind of thing. I love them. Hey, Grammy's Place, Gigi, Rosa Sharon. Good morning, Megan. Jen, Lucky, Her Royal Sass, the Captain Lee. Sorry, hold on. Good morning, Gigi, LJ, Jinx, Tootie, Tracy, Roberta. Good morning, everybody, right? Good morning, good morning, good morning. If you're just coming in, good morning. Doohickey, thank you so much. Hey, girl. Can you firm it helps if I leave up a granny playlist all night with volume down? Actually, it does. It helps with the algorithm views. Thank you. Hey, pretty hate machine. I feel just a little bit better, but I've coughed my brains out this morning. Mel S, welcome to the MFers. I wish I had a cute little thing to play, but I don't. But you know what they did make on here? If I can find it again. Uh that is so weak. But thank you so much. Just so we're clear, this banner, this the funds raised, that was for Tony. There was no mistake in that. So I don't even know why people are trying to, throw that into other play, but it has no play here. But yeah, we have a lot to talk about. Unfortunately, some people just don't seem to learn, and I don't know if it's I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it's delusional. It's delusional at best. Yeah, matter of fact, it was recommended that people go to Google. Why would you go to Google? Do you need to go to Google, or do you want to trust the word of an attorney? I mean, the fact that she had to turn to Google, that may explain a few things, but I don't you got the words right now by an actual attorney. It's filed on an actual docket in the courts, and we're still being told it's not real. That's exactly what happened all throughout PA. Every step we made, every motion placed, every ruling, the judge's final ruling, it was all denied. And do you know how aggravating it is to have your reality constantly denied? Do you know how harassing it is to have your reality constantly denied? You have somebody sitting there playing a song that the judge never ruled when it's clear as day on a court docket that the judge ruled. It's really, honest to God, it's infuriating. I said to you all before, it's the biggest gaslight I've ever dealt with is with this person, and I'm tired of it. The other thing, I don't have control over where subscribers go. I've made it very clear. I've asked my audience many of times. I've asked my members many times to stay out of that chat. But ultimately, I don't have the control. You know who has control over who comes in their chat? The creator. That's it. That's all. The creator. I can very easily right now turn my shit to members only, and only you all can chat. And if people that are members, I don't want chat, and I can block them. If that's not good enough and I'm still unhappy with the chat, I can turn the chat off. Okay? I have no control otherwise. If you want to be fooled by her and you want to believe nothing's happening, then do that. If you want to have some common sense, pull up Delaware County Courthouse docket and read it all for yourself. This is the type of crap that you know, it is what it is, right? Let's hear a little bit about it because I love a good gaslight. I just so fucking annoying.
Lee Zimmerman said online bullying. Yeah, there's a lot of
By the way, how stupid do you have to be when it was placed in a legal filing that you keep lying about my medical and you highlight a comment of somebody defaming me in your chat that's a moderator of yours? You are so brilliant. You're such a smart gal. So smart.
that going on. It's horrible. It's horrible. All right, I'm just gonna say this. There's not really much I have to say in regards to anything really. I hope everybody will use their God-given right to free will. And
Isn't it funny that everybody has a God-given right to free will, but apparently none of you have any? Apparently I control all of the free will and I'm forcing everybody to do all the things. Isn't it funny when people only bring up free will when it benefits them? It's funny how that works. So now there's an acknowledgement that people have free will, right? Any other time, no, everybody's being controlled by the big bad granny. And your God-given right to free will? It doesn't even make sense. I expect nothing less, though. Well, that doesn't work in court. Let me tell you that. That doesn't work in court. When you highlight the defamatory comment, it comes from your chat, you read it and you agree with it, you therefore defamed me. Let's make that very clear. Good luck. Good luck. And it's quite ironic, too. It's quite ironic, too, when you think about it, right? Because she listed a bunch of comments that were not mine, were not clues, were not queens, and these C and Ds, and she wanted us held accountable for chatters' comments. But then you go and you highlight a defamatory comment? Oh, brilliant one.
Okay. Or not free will, critical thinking. Use your critical thinking skills. There is so much misinformation happening right now.
I could stop this every 2 seconds. Let me stop from stopping this every 2 seconds. Your God-given right to critical thinking. I have not seen an abundance of critical thinking coming out of that place in a very long time. Every panel guest that had a little bitty bit of critical thinking used that critical thinking to fly and run the hell away.
Ungodly. It's absolutely unreal.
Listen, all right, let me stop pausing, but this is the last time I'm going to pause this quickly. How many of you hear somebody who professes all the time to be a Christian bring up God this many times in less than how many seconds? 27 seconds. We're 27 seconds in. How many times have you heard God be brought up? Thou shalt not use the Lord's name in vain. Say it with me, chat. Thou shalt not use the Lord's name in vain. That's all she does. What is ungodly about it? You think litigation is godly? You know what's ungodly? Your behaviors. Well, you lit a match under my ass, let me tell you. You should have left me alone when I asked to be left the fuck alone. That's what you should have done. Because now you unleashed every bit of me that's going to call out every bit of your lies about me going forward. That's what you did. Ungodly, says the most ungodly person I've ever met.
Happening right now. It's ungodly. It's absolutely unreal. The things that I heard today. It just absolutely use your brain. Google is at the stroke of your finger.
Google is at the stroke of your finger. You're so silly. It is though, right? Google is readily available. You can use it at any given time. You can use your fingers to open up a thing and look at Google. So I urge all of you to go ahead and do that. Pull up Delco PA court system, put in my name or her name and see what pops up. Google is available. But I want to ask you all this, okay? Are you going to believe this person, Google, or the attorney? Why did you have to go to Google? You couldn't call up your attorney that you've been threatening us all with for how long now? How many months ago did she start that legal fund? How many months now has she sat over there and intimidated all of us because she has an attorney? How many nights now have we listened to somebody brag how it's only a matter of time before we lose our income? Since July. Okay. Since July. July, August, September, October. Beginning of July. We're 4 months in now of having this litigation and attorney and channels being removed, waved around and held over us as a form of harassment, intimidation. That's what's been happening. Microphone Angel Chips, I know the song. Proud of you for showing up. We believe in you. Stay powerful, girl. Thank you so much, Mama J. She was intimidating me since last September with the Rico. I'm over it. I'm over it. Nobody deserves to constantly have somebody like this blaming you for things you're not doing. And at the same time, speaking about you all the time, but sending you a C&D and saying they just want it to end. Does anybody recall how many times now, or at all, do you recall me offering a mutual cease and desist, a mutual restraining order? Put a 1 in the chat if you recall me many times offering that. Unbelievable.
I mean, knowledge is, we have knowledge in a keystroke in today's time, right?
In a keystroke. Like, what are you doing?
Knowledge is, we have knowledge in a keystroke in today's time, right? Believe only half
Yet you're still so ill-informed.
of what you see and none of what you hear, please.
Believe only half of what you see. Did you all see the docket on the screen? Did we not see the docket on the screen? So we're supposed to believe you when all you presented is smoke and mirrors, a $10,000 a month goal. Then your mod comes out and says it's 8. Then you change it to 8. Then you put up 2 retainers, although you said it's not a retainer attorney, it's a flat rate. You put up 2 retainers for $2K each. We're supposed to believe that. But then your mods come out and say they're giving you $7K. You then, in the meantime, say you came out of pocket a lot. But we know damn well you didn't come out of pocket at all because the math ain't mathin'. But everybody's supposed to believe you and take you at your word, take you at face value, right? We're supposed to believe you when you say you're not going after channels, but then in the same breath, you and Craig are sitting there laughing that you're going after channels. We're supposed to believe you when you say you're not suing anybody, but then the next breath, you bring up litigation, right? We're supposed to believe you in all these things. It's literally on the docket. It's on the docket. It's that simple.
Because I'm seeing a lot of people being taken for a fool, and I feel bad. I feel really bad for people.
Yeah, 1,400 plus people were taken for a fool because you all believed an actual document on an actual court filing by an actual attorney. You silly fools. How could you? How could you? How could you believe was actually recognized by the courts? How could you? By a licensed attorney. How could you?
really do. Like, there's so many people that are completely just falling for a bunch of crap, hook, line, and sinker that's not even happening at all.
It's not happening at all. Okay. Anybody remember her saying she got all of her signatures when she served us? And we came right out immediately and proved otherwise? Remember that? Any of you recall her saying that we didn't win the slap when the judge clearly said we won the slap? How many times does she, like, why don't her moderators or subscribers ever say, like, well, wait a minute. You've lied to us so many times, blatant lies, right before our eyes lies. I hope she is, because there's photos and there's her signature. So go ahead and deny it. You can deny it, but we used an actual process server. We didn't use FedEx overnight driver. Okay, we used an actual process server that comes with documented proof that you were served. Does she not think that they, are filming or taking photos or getting signatures because there are people that play these type of games? And after being served, they'll claim that they weren't served. It wasn't them. Come on now. She's essentially denying it now, Marshall.
Not even happening at all. So
It's
just
not
be
happening at all.
careful. Really do your research when you look into stuff. We have a constitutional.
Don't you dare. She is not going to bring up a constitutional right. This is what these people do, though, isn't it? These people, and I made a post the other day, my thumbnail the other day said it. These people always want to fall back on the Constitution, the same constitutional right they want to take from others. I love that. I love the sheer audacity within that statement. I didn't even have to let her finish the statement. It was that full of audacity. Here's the quote. Everyone is in favor of free speech. Hardly a day passes without it being extolled. But some people's idea of it is that they are free to say what they like. But if anyone else says anything back, that is an outrage. Constitution. We have a constitutional right. We have a constitutional right. Yeah, okay. We're going to find out what the Constitution stands again.
Your research when you look into stuff. We have a constitutional. We have a constitution in America, and
Oh, now we
my
do?
God, the lies are insane. It's absolutely insane.
This is real. This is real life, right? This is real life. Okay. Okay. The lies that were within that C&D were insane, and they are protected by constitutional protected speech. Just so we're clear again, because I don't want any confusion. Supreme Court of Common Pleas civil cover sheet, Delaware County. Okay. They're whatever. Whatever.
What I love about time is in time, the truth always comes out, and that's where I'm going to leave it. I'm not.
Does she ever tell the truth? Does she ever tell the truth that we won the slap? Do you guys know the other day I got an email from Straight Talker. Straight Talker knew what was happening because Straight Talker used her, what did she call it? God-given right? Is that what she called it? The stroke of a finger to check the docket, and Straight Talker saw it. That's what Straight Talker did. Everybody else can do the same thing. So let me make this very clear. I said signature. I'm wrong. Proof of service. She was served at 3:11 p.m. When a signed and notarized gets filed, then she can spin that it didn't occur, but it did. She was described as a black hair, white female, 25 to 35 years of age, weighing 200 to 240 pounds with glasses. She got personally served by a process server, which means it was handed directly to her. The server then has the proof of the service signed and notarized. They send it to my attorney, and my attorney files it. See, you're not just disrespecting me when you're denying these events. You're also you're disrespecting my attorney and his integrity. And I suggest you don't. I strongly suggest you don't. Excuse me 1 second. If there's any further confusion, the docket number is CV-2025-008880. Do you guys want me to repeat that? Put a 1 in chat if you want me to repeat that. Listen, that's an estimated guess by a process server. It doesn't mean they're right. I don't know how much she weighs. Quite shocked by the number too. I think they meant to write 3, but what do I know? We all make mistakes. Oh, you guys want to hear it again? Let me slow it down. ZV dash 2025 dash 008880. Yeah, we're writing down already because I can put it as the banner scrolling if you like. That help everybody out? She always has, Crackerjack. She always has. See, she came out here and lied to everybody that we were served. No, C as in cat. That we were served. That she had our signatures. And then what happened? We immediately came out and said, no, we weren't. It was overnight FedEx. It was standard. There was no signature involved. When we proved that, she turned around and said, well, some were served with a signature and some weren't. If they're confidently telling her audience that she has our signatures, we turned around and said, show them. Right? Then we came out and debunked her. So she turned around and said, well, some were served that way, some weren't. And then what happened after that? We all 3 of us that were served, proved. Without a doubt. That we were not served. Did she ever come out and apologize that she lied on all of us? Did she ever come out and say, you know what, guys, I lied. They're right. I'm lying. They were not, I never got their signatures because they weren't required to give one because we use standard overnight. Oh, let me take you all on a little field trip really quick, too. I'm sorry. Because there's one thing I hate. I told you all this the other day. I hate being called a motherfucking liar. They do it a lot. So we're clear. Might be hard to see here, but I'm on an actual court website, right? You can't make this up. I can't make this up. Even with the stroke of a finger, I can't make the court website say what it doesn't. So I go over here and what does it say? Sang versus Jackson. Okay. So now I'm going to click it. Let's click it. What does it have here? Oh, me and Brittany. Docket entries. Complaint. Receipt. Let's click it. What do we have here? Appendix, initial, filing, complaint. This is a literal court docket. So y'all don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Oh, I didn't take you all over with me. Sorry. This is what it opens up to. Don't be fooled. I think this is more proof than she's ever given. Wouldn't you agree? I sound more like Donald Trump. Don't be fooled. Sorry. But yeah, I mean, it's right there. Come on. It's right there. Just like she told us all she wasn't falling asleep, and then comes out and admits she was falling asleep. Just like she says CPS left in April, and then she comes out and admits CPS didn't leave. Just like she told everybody she was married to Craig, and Granny was a liar. I'm married. And now she comes up and says, we're not married, y'all. I mean, the amount of ungodly lies, unnecessary lies that have been told, and you still have the audacity to come out here and call other people liars? The proof is in the pudding, toots. It doesn't get any clearer than this. This is an actual fucking document. This is court record. Gosh. All right, whatever. Moving on.
Not trying to convince anybody of anything. I'm not the one doing this where I'm. What I love about time is in time, the truth always comes out. And
yeah, it took July, August, September for you to come out and serve us with C&Ds and then convince your audience that that's not all you paid for, right?
That's where I'm going to leave it. I'm not trying to convince anybody of anything. I'm not the one doing that. And you don't have to when you have nothing to lie about. So
you've been trying to convince the world of a lot of things. Most importantly, that you're a decent person, that you're the victim of all of us, and that you're a Christian, goddammit. You've been trying to convince the people of a lot of things. I'm convinced that I'm done taking your bullshit. I am confidently stating I'm done being the punching bag of your harassment, your intimidation, your false victimhood, your defamation. I'm done with it. That's it. That's all. See, I bet you didn't think what could happen when you send a C&D. I bet your attorney didn't tell you the downfall of sending a C&D. It's enough.
It's absolutely crazy what's being said.
It's crazy,
all right,
y'all.
So
Crazy.
Cinder says, I'm a little behind on watching what's happening, but I would
Say it.
never trust someone who faked cancer. I'll leave it at that. No, I don't know, Richard Feller.
No, there you go, Brittany. Defamation on the books today. Thank you very much. Signed, sealed, delivered with a kiss to the judge.
But you can't keep up a charade for only a time.
A charade, but for only a time. Do you think that we just put a dent in her charade? Or do you think, I'm honest to God asking, because maybe people don't believe me. Maybe an actual legal filing on a court docket is not proof enough. And maybe you all believe I have a charade going. Or do you think Brittany had a charade going the moment she started a quote unquote defense fund and took 3 months to send it to us all? Tracy, that's going to be put right in the, it's going to, everybody who's ever said it is going to quickly go to delete. Let me tell you that. I love that for her too, Amy C. I love that for her. I love that the only creator that supports you at this given time is that guy. Says a lot. Says a whole lot.
Let me tell you what's happening on YouTube. It's called A Circus and Pony Show. That's it. And none of this shit is real.
Oh my God. None of this shit is real. Circus and a Pony Show. That's what you did to the missing child Sebastian Rogers case coverage. You made it a circus and a pony show. Welcome, Nanny T. That's what you've done for the past 4 months. You've held this community hostage at the idea that you had the upper hand and you had all the power. Night after night, you sat over there with your boyfriend and giggled that you had the upper hand and that it was only a matter of time before we were going to be taken off this platform. It was only a matter of time before we were going to be scrambling, scared shitless. And I quote, and anybody else can fucking get it too. Okay, you all remember that. I remember that. For months now, you've had this entire community wondering if they were going to wake up the next day and their favorite place to hang out, their community, their people were going to be taken off this internet. That's the horse and pony show. That's what it's called, a horse and pony show, by the way. I don't know what you're talking about, circus and pony. You're confused, but whatever. Nothing new for you. That's what you've done for literal months now. My lovely moderator. My lovely moderators often remind me that this is just who and what she is. This is what she does. Because I don't know if any of you have ever been on, and I'm being serious when I say this. Have any of you ever been on the receiving end of somebody who displays every checkpoint for a covert narcissist? Have you ever been on the receiving end of extreme gaslighting? As Dog and Pony Show, by the way. Sorry, I'm looking at the horse-sized teeth on the screen because Hartley was kind enough to make it like actually your teeth grew up when we all know otherwise. But I digress. It fucks with you, man. It absolutely fucks with you. The extreme gaslighting has such a mental toll on you. And for years now, I've been extremely gaslit by this woman right here on the screen. Gaslit the entire time throughout being accused of RICO in my home state. And after every filing, after every victory, she come up with the same type of speech and spiel. Oh, they're lying, y'all. The judge never said that. It's right there on the fucking docket. It will fuck with you to have somebody constantly and repeatedly try to take your reality from you. So when people say, well, Granny, you get so mad. Yeah, I do. Because I'm mentally exhausted. Because for years now, I've been the target of what I deem to be, in my opinion, a covert narcissist. Because I know without a doubt, because the proof is out there, the timeline is there, that this woman is the only reason I was accused of a serious crime in my neighborhood that impacted not just me, not just my children, but my extended family as well. Because I know without a doubt that even after beating her and that accusation, even after clearing my name with a judge's signature, she still continued to say otherwise. And despite me repeatedly asking, just leave me alone, stop talking on me, this could all end today, you stop now, I stop, it was never good enough. Because without me being her punching bag, she loses that control and victimhood. Like a typical narcissist. So when she sits there and says things about PTSD and trauma and my mental health, it's Darvo is what it is, in my opinion. I'm so over it.
It's all for show to trick the subscriber, period. Don't take my word for it. I'm not trying to convince anybody of a single thing.
She's not trying to she's not trying to convince anybody of a single thing, right? You're trying to convince everybody that their reality is not a reality. Again, can we put a 1 in the chat if you see the court docket on the court website? I tricked over 1,400 people. I tricked over 2,000 people. Or you tricked everybody when you started a fundraiser for 10K, only needed 8K for a flat rate retainer, to then come out with 2 fake made up, in my opinion, documents showing you paid 2,000 twice after repeatedly saying he doesn't take a retainer, it's a flat rate. Now your mods come out, but I'm the one that's trying to lie and convince. No, you're trying to convince everybody right now that their reality is non-existent. They can imperfectly me. She doesn't want them to. Why didn't she pull up this docket herself? Why didn't she pull it up? I mean, I'll take you over again. Maybe if I make it bigger. Hold on. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it just has to be a little bit bigger. Maybe she's right. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe people just can't see it for themselves. I don't know. She's not the one trying to convince you all. She only just spent the past 4 months trying to convince you all that she has the upper hand and the power to remove all of us off this platform. But today, because I made a checkmate, now she's not trying to convince you all. What do you guys see right there? Is that a docket? CV 2025-008880, Sang versus Jackson. Complaint, docket entry complaint. You know what it is? She wants to try to convince you all that you're stupid, that you're incapable, that you're just sheep, that you just believe whatever you're told, because that's how she feels about her audience. Because she has used that motto for the past however many years to fool her subscribers. Matter of fact, did anybody hear this the other day? Because I said I'm for sure I'm not hearing what I think I'm hearing, but of course I was. Of course I was. Let me go find this really quick. We're gonna take a little I'm gonna derail us for a minute. The wonderful Just Saying made another wonderful video. Fair use criticism.
Well, that's why you need to copyright and trademark. Right?
Yep. I need to, Ivy League, I need to get with you.
And they won't be able to do your name. They won't be able to do any of your content. You need to go ahead and do that. It's worth the money.
Hey, Kelsey, send me $500, another $500, another $500. Yes. As a matter of fact,
I appreciate it too. So
we all appreciate it. All of
You hear how she tried to raise her voice a little bit louder there? Listen to this. Listen again.
Your name. They won't be able to do any of your content. You need to go ahead and do that. It's worth the money.
Hey, Kelsey, send me $500, another $500, another $500.
Praise God. Praise God.
Yes. As a matter of fact,
I appreciate it too.
I appreciate it too, so I don't have to pay it. When y'all sit over there and you think, oh, but poor Brittany doesn't have money. Remember, she got a man with a pocket full of money behind her. In his words, anyhow. He says it.
we all appreciate it. All.
See how she tried to talk louder? We all, like, shut up, Craig.
Well, I mean, do you know how much $80 is?
It's nothing.
$80 fucking dollars is not a lot of money, honey.
$80 fucking dollars is not a lot of money, honey. So when you send her $5, when you send her $10, $15, $20, $50, it ain't shit to her. Gifting a sub, it ain't shit to her. Imagine having the sheer audacity to try to convince everybody that you struggle, but then claim that $50, $80 is not a lot of fucking money. It fucking is to me. But this the same woman that said what? How many thousand was a measly? A measly? Oh, it gets better. You're going to see her greed in full display. Measly $3K. That's right, 3,000. A measly $3,000. That ain't shit. That ain't shit. 3K can be life-changing. 3K can make somebody's entire fucking month. Thank you, Megan. Brittany, just wouldn't have to do this if you weren't threatening litigation, if Craig wasn't threatening the takedown of channels, and you claim that C&D wasn't all you were trying to do. Thank you, Megan. I didn't do this easily. Pay attention here. It gets better. Pay attention.
Bust $80 in 2 seconds. Like,
That's
what?
what I could buy three
I
things.
bust $80 in 2 seconds. This was on June 1st. A month later, she's crying, begging people to financially support her so she can throw people in more baseless litigation. I can bust $80 in 2 seconds. I'm hesitant. You know what? Anybody else with me here? You go to somewhere like Marshall's, you go to JCPenney's, hell, you go to Walmart. You're getting clothing for the kids. You have no problem, right? Buy a nice pair of basketball shorts. You'll get them a nice t-shirt. You look over and you see something you really, really like. And you're looking at it and you're like, yeah, I love that. I'm going to get it. And then you get up to the register and you're like, but do I really want to spend $25 on this? To sit here and say $80 is nothing, I hesitate to spend $20 on myself. But she busted in 2 seconds, y'all. Busted in 2 seconds. Matter of fact, she's going to go on to say she just spent that on paintbrushes. I put down paintbrushes the other day at the dollar store because it was a 3-pack for $1.50. And I said, I'm not going to buy a 3-pack for $1.50. I hesitated to spend $1.50. But I guess this is what you can do, right? This is what she does.
$80 fucking dollars is not a lot of money, honey. I could go bust $80 in 2 seconds. Like, what?
I could buy 3 goals for that price.
Jesus, I just spent that on paintbrushes this weekend. Like, what? Craig,
Like, what? And y'all know I like to do my ceramics. I got the cutest little like child like Frankenstein sitting over here to paint. I'm sorry, Dracula. And I still you're just unbelievable. What are you painting? Thank you, ML Marty. I'm trying.
and they said they weren't doing.
Want to go to court? I got the money to go to court. You would have one.
Yeah, but we're not going to even go there. There was 3 calls. What?
There you go.
Craig, and they said they weren't doing.
You want to, and if you want to go to court, I've got the money to go to court. Listen to them. So I know, and I'm not alone in that. And Bluebird, I'm sure many of us do that. It's easier for us to spend 20 on somebody else than ourselves, right? Because we're not out here shitting out other people's money. 80 on paintbrushes? That's why you're... shut up, Granny. Let me just say this. A smart person recognizes a fool a mile away. And I believe somebody somewhere recognized a fool knocking at their door. This is great money. It's great money to know that Brittany doesn't need anybody else's money to throw people in frivolous litigation. They got it.
Go to court. I got the money to go to court. You would have one.
Yeah, but we're not going to even go there. There was 3 calls. Hold on, Jesus. He's got my picture.
Big pole and 2 houses, all right.
I've got a big pole and 2 houses, Laura. Once again, this man who's a father of young boys is on the internet telling everybody about his penis. Why the fuck do you think we want to hear about your penis, you creep? The immaturity that is this. Well, this is why somebody like, I don't know, a father of a missing child would go on her panel and pretend to be quite frank, masturbating. Because these men don't respect you. I'm surrounded by men who, if they say something gross in my presence, I still have men in my life that if they curse in front of me, they apologize. It is clear how you are seen and viewed. That anybody, including your own partner, would speak this way in front of you, especially to your audience. How disrespectful.
Laura. Get 1 too.
If I have to dip in my pocket to finish it off, I'll finish it off. There it is.
Coming for drama reels too.
We're going to make sure that lawyer's paid.
We're going to make sure that lawyer's paid.
On 1 minute. Let me ban this person. Waste of time.
Listen to this one. This one's great.
Quality over quantity, honey. Quality over quantity.
What does a viewer bring me when they don't give a dollar?
What does a viewer bring me when they don't even give $1? So you know when Brittany sits over there and she kind of copies what I say? When I say, it doesn't matter if you're a member or not. It does matter. I appreciate my members, but everybody supports in their own way. It doesn't have to be financial. Somebody who's here every day, who hits the thumbs up, who's actively participating, you are as much appreciated as those who are in a position where they can be a member, where they can donate. And Brittany tries to say that, but just know how disingenuous it is, because this is how they truly feel. Because Craig has the filter. Craig doesn't have the filter that she learned to put on. And best believe the only reason Craig sees this place the way he does is because that's how she described it. There's not one person in my surrounding that knows what I do that would ever make a sentence like this, because I never portrayed it that way. Thank you, Punksy. But she sure must have. She don't even defend y'all. She don't even defend y'all.
Because I don't have my own money.
Right, I know, but still. Yeah, let's just, yeah.
Craig don't have his own money, huh?
No, but
what you think of me, guys?
No, just please.
Is that what you think of me, guys? Oh, don't hurt a fragile ego now.
Like,
I can't buy anything because Craig doesn't have his own money.
No, Craig.
His own money. Any of you have a family with and been with somebody for half of your life and they still talk about what theirs is theirs. I mean, thank you, Kelly Mack. Mickey, thank you for the gifted. Thank you, guys. Wow, okay. His own money.
It's not that, but I'm being accused of
What?
just please. Let's
Being a grifter. Basically.
No,
Yeah,
listen,
I
we'll
mean,
talk
okay.
privately. There's nothing need
No,
to say.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He's done too. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
Blessed enough that we don't have to wake up and go to work at 8.
Every day I'm like, bro, shit. I wanted to get up.
I want y'all to listen very carefully here. I want y'all to listen to this part. Because you know how Brittany's sitting over there trying to say you're all fools? I want you to listen to who they think the fools are. And you tell me if I ever said some shit like this. I say I'm blessed to be able to go down the shore. I'm blessed to have healthy children. Never would I say I'm blessed because I could come and take you all for a fool.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He's done too. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
Blessed enough that we don't have to wake up and go to work at 8.
Every day I'm like, bro, shit. I wanted to get up earlier today.
I'm sorry, this was on August, okay? This is August 11th. I want y'all to remember, she wants everybody to believe that we impacted her income. This man's over there telling everybody how blessed they are.
Every day I'm like, bro, shit. I wanted to get up earlier today.
I was telling her while we were up, I said, I can't believe we can just turn the damn thing on and make money just sitting here talking. We should just.
You hear it, right? Put a 1 in the chat if you hear it. Thank you so much for your milestone, Sip and Shine. Thank you. I appreciate that. Purple Haze, atta girl. Thank you. And we make money just sitting here talking. That's why she doesn't care if she actually cares about the topic. That's why he came flat out and said Summer Wells wasn't profitable. That's why she'll fall asleep. That's why she does the drama. That's why she doesn't have any actual passion. That's why she doesn't do any research. Because in their worlds, they can just sit here and talk. Keep on talking. Do it. She wanted to get up earlier today. Thought Big Busy gets up at 5 a.m. Welcome, sis. Welcome back. Thank you so much. Yep. That's why she reads haters' comments. That's why she cries into the mic. Because they know that they can just sit here and do that and make money. She doesn't deep dive anything. She doesn't do research. She doesn't show any actual enthusiasm or genuine concern or any passion for what she's doing. And you know why? Because she's doing it for the money. Nothing but.
We should just do it like all the time. Like, we should do it more.
We should do it more. Even if you're falling asleep onto the floor, we should do it more. That's how they really feel. So let's go ahead and hear her try to call you all fools again after we just took a little trip down memory lane.
Up a charade but for only a time. Let me tell you what's happening on YouTube. It's called a circus and pony show. That's it. And none of this shit is real. It's all for show to trick the subscribers. Period. Don't take my word for it. I'm not trying to convince anybody of a single.
How many times have I told you this woman projects like an MFer? Not like an MFer like us, not the cool MFers, like a motherfucker. Projection is her specialty. She projects it all onto the internet because self-accountability is something she could never have. Self-awareness, something she could never have. Look, Sis and Copa said it too. Projection. Been here a year and will be many more. Love you, Kenna. Thank you. Be nice, try. I try to support as much as I possibly can because I believe in you and have huge respect for you, Granny. Thank you. Thank you so much. Be nice, try it. I know. We already went through that, Jay. Her subs are Sims, and my God, are they so blinded by her fake Christianity, fake crocodile tears? They deserve what they get. I honestly, I don't think that's what it is. I think they're blinded by hate. I think she finds these people that are compassionate, that care about somebody like Sebastian Rogers missing. She feeds on the empathy that they have, like the emotional vampire she is. And then she uses that to then try to convince them all of her own victimhood, of her own hardships. And they're already in an emotional state. They're already feeling it because they're worried about this child. And that's why she uses these actual victims, but speaks more about herself than the victim on the screen. That's what she does. Thank you, Tobeans. Proud to be a melon. Amen. Thank you. Succubus, yeah. Remember, her favorite thing about YouTube is the handicapped and the shut-ins. That says it all. That's who she takes advantage of. Wow.
Single thing. Just take that little crumb I just gave you and catch it and put it in your back pocket and remember what I'm telling you. And
y'all take that crumb that you have a God-given right to common sense and you have the Google at your fingertip. Take that, go on over to delcopublicaccess.com, type in CV2025008880 and put that in your back pocket. Do that, okay? Little crumb. No, the little crumbs, what you've been dropping for your subscribers the moment you started a fundraiser for 10K and your mod came out and said you only needed 8. Those were crumbs. The little crumbs you dropped to keep them believing you are crumbs. We don't do crumbs over here. Okay? We come right the fuck out with the full meal. Crumbs. Take the crumbs. Better watch whose pocket you keep them in. That's how you get those roaches.
In a couple weeks, Dog and Pony Show. The remember little crumb I just gave you and catch it and put it in your back pocket and remember what I'm telling you. In a couple weeks, Dog and Pony Show. The only thing that's happening are people are being deceived. Period.
Yes, you people over there are being deceived. Period. You absolutely are. And I eat it with all of you. You people are being deceived. That is true. That's the most honest she has been thus far. She's talking to her audience. You're saying you people are being deceived. Yes. Yes, you are. I agree.
Just that simple. It's all one big game. And it's crazy to me.
You know, it's sick that you would call this a game. It's sick that you would call wasting people's time going into a courtroom a game. Because she's projecting again. It was all a game to her when she started a fundraiser and suddenly came out with very expensive items. It was all a game then. How dare you call your intimidation for the past 4 months, your threats for the past 4 months, nothing more than a game. Right, Sane Outlaws, it was free, right? Amen. When people tell you who they are, listen. She is telling you all who she is, a game. That's what it is to her, a game. Yeah, it was a game for you. And now we're done. We're not doing this no more. Do you know how long the E's son has been sick? Do you know how long ago her mod told her that their brother was sick? But just last night, she brings on the tear work for that. You know how long all of that's been going on? And it was skins past. But last night, she suddenly has all this empathy and compassion for others. Just last night, though, right? Because again, she wants to trick everybody to believe that she cares about them. So please care about her. That's all she's doing. She didn't give a shit until she needed them. Because believe me, she needs them right now.
I mean, it's absolutely crazy. And if people just open their eyes and really do their own research, you'll see that it's smoke and mirrors. Yes, sinner.
Smoke and mirrors. Not what she's saying, right? That's not smoke and mirrors. No. The court doc is smoke and mirrors. My attorney, who's actually a licensed practice attorney, established attorney, is smoke and mirrors. The judge's ruling in the PA quote-unquote RICO was nothing more than smoke and mirrors. What she's doing is telling you all what she's been doing for months now, which is playing a game and using smoke and mirrors for a dog and pony show. Her audience got tired of asking what was going on, why the lawyer wasn't doing anything, so she sent out C&Ds. Then, if Brittany would have just stopped there, she didn't. She then went live the night that I was served and started running her mouth about me more. She then turned around and was sharing out channels that were only going at me. Smoke and mirrors, dog and pony show, right? Thanks for being one of the few genuine on here. I appreciate that a lot, Holly. I really do. I don't understand Brittany's response. She sent the C&Ds. You have responded to her C&D. Why is she triggered by a court docket that she must have expected? Does she not understand how it works? She doesn't. She doesn't, because clearly she hasn't had the best type of counsel there is, because she told you all that she had to take what I did and went to Google with it. I've never, ever had a legal question and had to go to Google. But I know not everybody's as blessed as I am to have the type of attorney I have, so I get it. I do. I get that. But I think her sub should be asking her why she had to go to Google. And while you're there, did you Google the Delco PA court website? I mean, she thought she was just going to keep using this to strong arm all of us. She thought that she would sit there and use this attorney and that fundraiser and these C&Ds to act like she has the choice right now to either destroy us or let us go forth. She thought we were going to sit back and continue to be a pawn in her game. No. You should have known better. You had no reason to send me that C&D. What was written on that C&D coincides with the thought that you had nothing to even come after me in a C&D for. And now I'm asking for a judge to clarify that. It's that simple. Of course there is, Butter Crimpet. More like a dog and jackass show.
It's not real.
It's not real.
Not even real.
Are you
Smoke.
fucking kidding?
If people just open their eyes and really do their own research, you'll see that it's smoke and mirrors. Yes, sinner, it's not real. It's not even real. It's all fodder. All of it.
It's not real. You're all getting a taste of the gaslighting that I've dealt with for years now. It's not real. It's all fodder. No, you use the courtroom for fodder. You use litigation for fodder. I don't have to say it again, but it was always a game to you. It was a weapon for your personal vendettas against me. And the judge agreed. Right, Jill. But does the money she collect, is that real? It was all fodder. Her audience should be asking her, why are you denying reality right now? If you have an attorney and you were prepared to take these people forth into a courtroom, like Craig said, then why are you trying to convince people it's not real? We can pull up the docket. What do you mean it's not real? It's right here on the Delaware County Courthouse docket. What are you talking about? It's not real. Honest to God, how do you all feel being gaslit like this? I personally don't appreciate it. Right, Marina Girl's not real, but has a docket number. Just like she was saying, she's the only one who's ever shown proof of an attorney, that she paid an attorney. What fucking proof? C&D with your name spelled wrong? What proof? Do we need to turn it into a song? CV 2025 0088880. Unbelievable. I'll come up with a better jingle, I promise.
Of it is fodder. I can't, but like the things people are saying today, you really believe that? Good Lord. No, my mods aren't in anything. The only
Her mods ain't in any. Okay. Y'all really believe that? Y'all really believe an actual court docket? Then again, she is talking to the same people that believe that I was part of a RICO, right? So keep that in mind. Her mods aren't part of anything. Right here. To think, can only go to 2000. To think S. Rancher Harris, Esquire, believes that a cause of action could rest on claimed conduct toward unnamed individuals based on screen names is incredulous. It is clear Attorney Harris has no grasp of the YouTube world wherein those claimed screen names could all be accounts of the same person and or ghost accounts and or YouTube accounts operated by Brittany Nicole Jackson or from those taking direction from Brittany Nicole Jackson. The disclosure of those individuals' identities is welcome so thorough depositions can be scheduled via subpoena to this jurisdiction. I sure hope you're not telling your Maz that they're not in anything, because this right here says otherwise. And I suggest you all take it very seriously, because this is what happens when you think you can willy-nilly strong-arm people with litigation. Sounds suspicious says, she don't gaslight me anymore. Maybe 6 months ago. I'd get angry at her, but I'm over it now. It's just funny and BS she keeps going at Granny. The CNDs that they couldn't even send correct allegations to correct creators. Her name was spelled wrong. Okay, her name was spelled wrong. BJ was served. Here, I'll tell you all again. This is direct communication from the process server. According to proof of service, she was served at 3:11 p.m. yesterday, Friday. When it's signed and notarized, it gets filed. Then she can spin that it didn't occur. Servers note her description: black-haired, white female, 25 to 35 years of age, weighing 200 to 240 with glasses. Clearly Brittany. And again, they wear, they know that people play these games. She gets personally served it by it being handed to her, which it was. The server then has the proof of the service signed and notarized, and they send it to my attorney, and my attorney files it. She was absolutely served. Unlike us, we were not served. But okay, her Maz aren't in anything. Okay.
All of it is fodder. I can't, but like the things people are saying today, you really believe that? Good Lord. No, my mods aren't in anything. The only people that are being manipulated and tricked right now are the people that are paying for something that's not even happening, and y'all don't even.
Can I make this very clear? And I want you all to make it very clear with me. Did I ask you all to pay for this? Did I come out and say, hey, can you all help me pay for this? No. I sure didn't. So don't say people are paying for this. Nobody's paying for this except for me. And hopefully, eventually, maybe, perhaps you. None of my funds went towards this. Nope. Matter of fact, this was done. This was already in the works and filed prior to Friday and what happened to Tony when I did ask for funds. This was all well before that. This was on the docket. When was this on the docket? Tuesday? If I'm not mistaken, this was on the docket Tuesday. I didn't speak on it till Friday. BJ is so ignorant to say they've been served. A C&D is a demand letter, not a summons or complaint. There's no legal requirement of service, but BJ served because you filed an actual complaint. Right. Thank you. Correction is the problem. October 1st, Wednesday, this was filed on the court docket. I was unable to say anything until she was served, which was Friday, which was a paid service to have her served. Thank you, Missy Lou. Thank you, guys. So no, the only people that are being fooled were the people that put towards an 8K fundraiser where she initially lied and said it was 10K. Okay? They're the only ones that are being fooled. The only ones that are being fooled are the ones that continue to go to a Ginsite go because Brittany didn't come out and tell everybody, disclose to everybody that her moderators gave her $7,000. How would you all feel about that? How would you all feel if I was out here asking you all for $10,000 to continue with Tony, And then you find out because one of my mods go in a different chat and tell you all that they gave me 9,000 of it, but I continue to take your money. How would you all feel about that? Would you feel deceived? Would you feel used? Yeah, remember BJ's post. They have been served, period. Claiming otherwise is nothing but gaslighting their own subs. Night Angel. Great point. Thank you. Yep. Her subs mods got scanned for over 8,000. Good point too, flight nurse. Okay, in a few days when she's screaming and crying, she needs money. I added crying. She needs money for PA court. Just remember her words. It's not real. It's a circus and pony show. And if you don't want to remember her words, remember Craig's. He got his own money. He got money. Attorneys aren't expensive. He can afford to put everybody in court. You'd feel very deceived, wouldn't you? Good question. Why is she still collecting legal funds when she said it was a flat fee? Good question. Or that I brought somebody a $600 watch, right? I didn't have any control over it. You have been served. It just happened that way. So why would she delete comments asking for a gift send go fundraiser? Does she think she doesn't need an attorney anymore? No, she's deleting comments because she's avoiding people. She probably just has her mods blocking anything that says give send go because she knows people are curious now. She knows that her moderator sold her out and they want answers. I mean, I don't know. I can ask. Does BJ have to turn up in person? If so, how will she word it to her people without tipping them off? I don't know. I understand, Pika. I promise you I do. Ooh, is this a real guess? She has a free attorney in PA, right? I mean, her audience wasn't too impressed with him. Be shocked if she would use them again, but we'll find out. Hey, Wendy.
Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Good
I wasn't
morning.
around yesterday, but I've got caught up this morning. I got several emails like, did you see this? Were you aware of this? Yada, yada. And I'm like, no, I wasn't. Let me go take a look. And so I've looked over everything and I'm excited. I think it's fantastic. I caught bits and pieces and then actually went to check and see, of course, because, I know how to go to Delco.
Yeah, right. You can check the website yourself.
Yeah.
You can scroll your fingers over to Google and use your God-given right, like she said. Yeah, good job. Thank you.
Oh, goodness gracious. But I want
Thank you,
people to
Chaos.
I want people to understand why something like this was. This originally came about in 1922, and then it got ratified through various states, federal jurisdictions, and so forth. And the reasons it's necessary, and this will be just a real quick civics class, because I don't think people understand that when you file a lawsuit, what you're doing is asking the government to intercede on your behalf, because a court is the part of our government in the United States called the judiciary. And what Granny's been able to do here, which is further bolstered through the injunction RICO that turns into the anti-SLAPP, is preserve her civil rights, her civil liberties. And what this C&D essentially was asking was to terminate Granny's right to free speech, to free expression, to have thoughts, to be able to persuade her audience towards her ideas, or to have open dialogue. And the anti-SLAPP, boom, no, this is a right to free speech. Subsequent to that, yes, they have the right to appeal. We got that. However, through the course of the appeal, one of the plaintiffs decided to do a cease and desist with those same claims. No, I don't want her to speak on me because XYZ, hurt feelings, so on and so forth. No, this C&D is generally the first step into pursuing litigation. This type of litigation would be to quell speech. We have a fundamental right in the United States to be able to speak our minds, whether
Right.
we use vulgar language or, hey, listen, you know what? The moon's hollow. We live on a turtle, and that's the way it is. Okay. That may seem outrageous, but we're allowed to speak that. We're allowed to have those thoughts. So what this declaration the declaratory judgment. This, I believe you're doing it under the ancillary to automatically get to a judgment on this. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. So with that, that's just basically not putting the cart before the horse. This is pulling the reins on that horse so it doesn't go out the gate to, again, have the government intercede on Granny's free speech. I hope that helps, or did I speak out of turn?
No, you got it right. This is solely a legal determination that what they put in those letters is not actionable. I'm
Okay.
basically asking the courts to clarify and hopefully agree with me that this is a matter of free speech and that any litigation she attempts with it is simply frivolous in its pursuit.
Oh, correct. Yes.
Yep.
Yes. So I just because I a couple of questions, and then I saw a couple of little clip channels came up, and we're trying to break it down, but I think not understanding what the purpose of something like this is, you have to look at the bigger picture. And
Right.
I think people are only starting to look at, okay, well, this is a singular action. Well, it's a singular piece of paper. It's as a whole, because you were involved in previous situation. So again, that's why I just
Right.
wanted to clarify with you that it was the ancillary portion of why the declaratory judgments are requested.
Right. She has to prove her claims that she wrote in that letter. She has to come to, well, I believe, hopefully, she has to come to Pennsylvania, prove each of the claims within that letter, back it up with the evidence that supports what they wrote, and basically, prove that it's actionable. And one is to stop her from what she's done for the past, my God, I say 4 months, but the truth be told is since she filed in Pennsylvania, which is continue to, I feel I'm being harassed, intimidated, and defamed through legal filings.
Yeah, I would feel that way as well if I was in your position. Absolutely, 100%. There's so much I'd like to really go in and and say, but again, knowing that you are in litigations and stuff like that, I will keep my comments as general as general as just general.
Right. I appreciate it. Thank you.
So I'm glad that this avenue was pursued, and I hope that it works in your favor. I
Thank you.
absolutely do. Again, because this is really, and that's what these were for, the declaratory judgments, they are to preserve our civil liberties. And people need to understand that, because once you start getting the government involved in what we do, that it's so restrictive, and it's just
Right.
wrong. It's just wrong, because encompassed and part of the beauty of having our First Amendment right of expression is the fact that, I can shout from the rooftops, but I could be shouting into a void because everybody can turn their backs and walk away. They don't have to listen.
Right. She doesn't have to listen to my channel. She doesn't get to dictate what I do and say on my channel. And as we pointed out in our filing, she continues to poke and prod at me, continues to speak on me. And basically her motto is rules, her motto is rules for me, not for thee. I mean, rules for thee, not for me. And that's how she's always operated. I'm done with it. I'm done. This wasn't, it's not a pony show. It's not a game. It's not fodder. This is my real fucking life.
Exactly.
And she came in and flipped my real life up in November of last year, and has continued to, by continuing to speak on me, continue to lie on me, continue to defame me, continue to poke and prod and threaten and intimidate and harass. And I'm done with it. I'm done with it.
Yeah. And one thing I would question, I think any reasonable mind, a reasonable person, should a group of people get into a room and have discussion about this matter, a reasonable person would question the individual making these claims. Well, why were you watching that channel?
Right.
Why were you watching those clips? And if that person says, well, I don't seek it out, I don't watch it, well, then how are you made aware of it? Well,
Well, how are you impacted by it is the whole
well,
thing. That's what I've been saying. If you get this into a courtroom, a judge is going to say, what have you done to minimize the impact you're claiming this is having on you? Because by going live and speaking about me, you're not doing that. By going on your YouTube and sharing out channel speaking on me, you're not doing that. You know what I mean? Like she's not taking any, and that's what it comes down to, self-accountability. Listen,
and
if anybody's angry about this and you want to say I'm wasting court's times or blah, 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 you should go back to the person again who initiated all of this. I didn't.
exactly. And what I was getting at is where you're leading here is that, well, if you are not the one watching this, then how are you made aware of it? Well, then the reasonable person might respond, well, I'm getting sent clips. My mods are sending this to me. They're letting me know. Well, then isn't your problem now with the people that are telling you about this and
Right.
not the individual that is having the video show?
Right.
Okay. So the anger or the complaint perhaps is misdirected. Your problem isn't with the person saying this. The problem is with the person that keeps putting it in your lap. And that is something that as a reasonable person, I feel is going to be asked and brought up.
They should be, yeah.
Yeah, as a reasonable person. But I have to get going, but I just wanted to come up here and say congratulations on the path that you're taking. I not that you need my approval, but I'm
I
happy.
appreciate it though. Thank you. I
Um,
appreciate the fact that you are very factual driven. As your video I shared out the other day was, it means a lot that somebody takes the time to do actual research and, and that's what you do. And it's much appreciated. So thank you.
Well, and thank you for sharing it. I appreciate it.
Of course.
And again, and the point is that people are getting so cued in to the 140 character AI synopsis when between 60 and 78% of the time it's inaccurate and it doesn't show the full context. So it's important that people understand that we're a country that's been around for like 250 years. So things have been litigated, rules have been made, there's been case history, and there are several foundational cases that attorneys and the court, the bench, they view it through that lens. Does it
Right.
meet this criteria? Is it looking the same? And the reality is that you do take into account federal cases and you do take into account cases that have been through the Supreme Court, because if you lose in the lower court, you're going to appeal. And
Don't give her too much now, girl.
Okay.
But we quoted case law
Yes.
to back what we were saying. Yes.
Yes.
That's why attorneys do that. So
Yep.
the courts have a quick reference to say, yeah.
Yep.
And in case you're unfamiliar, here's a case where this was enacted and you can see it right here on, blah, blah, blah. They make it easy for them.
Exactly. And there's a tree that, not to give away too much, but there's a tree. Like if you've got, let's say, Jones versus Jones. And from Jones versus Jones, there's a little line chart that goes down that goes this case, this case, this case, this case. That how did we get to this case to be the one that this is the lens we look through when we're determining an opinion to go forth. So
that's exactly right. Thank you,
so
Wendy.
it's exciting. And if this is going to be soon before bad weather comes in, like I said, maybe I'll hop a bus.
Yeah, I'll definitely
trip.
send me an email and we'll figure something out.
That'd be great. All right. Well, you guys have a great day. I see Nonsense is up here.
Hi, Wendy.
Hi. I look forward to speaking with you all later. And again, I'm really happy for you, Granny, that you took the bull by the horns, or at least your attorney's taking the bull by the horns.
Thank you, Wendy.
All right. Bye-bye now.
Bye, girl. So I want to clarify really
Wendy.
quick, and then I do have to make a quick phone call. So thank you so much, Nonsense, for jumping up too. So this is how it works. The process server signs the affidavit under penalty of perjury. They add the description of the person served. They also took pictures of the property where they went for service. So she claims she wasn't served. The process server will testify to the encounter and provide the pictures and then testified that they handed it to a 5'4" female weighing 200 to 240 pounds with glasses who identified themselves as Miss Jackson. That's what happens if you deny service. So, I mean, you can deny it, but
Well, that's why they're process servers too. Like,
right.
they're
That's why you
trusted.
pay for their service.
Yeah. Yep. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, Wendy's very, very knowledgeable when it comes to that.
Wendy's exceptionally talented and smart.
Did you hear all what she was saying last night in this?
Not the entire live stream, but I heard a good portion of it.
It's all fake, girl. It's not. They'll find out in a couple of weeks. It's all fake. I hope she proceeds with that attitude because she has 20 days to respond. So
People are supposed to believe only half of what they see and none of what you hear.
right, but I actually show the docket on the court.
I know. Like, that's what I was like. I kept saying, what are we being deceived over? Because she's trying to imply that we're being deceived in some way, shape, or form by you. And I'm like, we can follow everything that is happening through the actual court record. It's not like you or her.
Right.
Let me be very clear so people don't get confused. Her, who asked for $8,000, said, look, it's a process. I didn't just spend money on the C&Ds. I didn't just waste $8,000 on C&Ds. It's a process. Trust me.
Don't
I
forget, she
promise
asked
you.
for 10K first nonsense until her mom came out and said no. She only needs
month.
8.
Yep. August 5th. From July 9th to August 5th, she let them all believe that it was $10,000. That was her in her repertoire, and then her mod busts her out. Yeah.
Yeah, would you mind busting the timeline down or while I take a quick moment?
I can. Yeah,
Oh,
go
thank
ahead.
you, Hartley. All right, thank you. So
You're welcome.
July 9th, she starts to give send go, asking 10K a month.
Nope.
No? Okay, you do it.
July 9th, she started talking about the litigation, but she didn't bring out the give, send, go until the 12th of July. So July 9th through the 12th, she was asking people to send money to her pay links, her third-party pay links, or support her. Anything you send supports her litigation. By the 12th, it was, I'm going to drop the give, send, go. But before the give, send, go was even up, she was asking or saying, you know, they're going to report it and they're going to do this and that. So she rolls that out, asks for 10K monthly. Again, give, send, go. You have options of total versus monthly. She chose the monthly amount. Then August 5th, she gets busted out by her mod that it's only $8,000. And she switches it to $8,000 monthly and doesn't fix it to be the total amount ever. In that time frame, too, I can go get all the dates. I'm not really awake yet. Excuse me. She also showed 2 invoices that have substantial issues with them on their face. But let's say that they're real. We only have 2 invoices showing totals of $2,000 each, making a total of $4,000. Where this 8 comes from, I'm not even sure. Then she continues to send or engage in the back and forth, and then she sends C&Ds. Has them drawn up on September 10th, the day after she supposedly had to take her or had CPS demand something, which is important because of the whole, not that we care about the test, it's just the whole time frame of everything. The 10th, they are drawn up and sat on for a week till the 17th, and then those C&Ds were sent out in the mail. They were not signed for. No signatures required, which she got busted on. That's it. That's all. I mean, there's a lot more in between all of that, but how are you guys all today? Sorry. I can't even see you guys. I'm sorry. I can't see your comments. I'm on my, oh, never mind. I can go over here. Oh yeah, she wanted people, when she started the give, send, go, or even just the fundraising talk, she said that she needed people, her subs. I'll find the clip of her. You just got to trust me. You got to trust me. But she said it over and over again. Are you back?
I am. Thank you. So she did
Welcome.
admit to being served, but said the paper was mute. Okay. We'll find out. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. What I do know is her C&D was mute. Ah,
Uh,
you know, nonsense. Can you ask Granny what happens? BJ doesn't adhere to the paperwork, the 20 days. I would assume that the judgment then goes in a default and it becomes in my favor, like
I,
anything when ignored.
I think you would have to file for a default, and then the
Right.
court would rule on if that was. Yeah, just ignore it though. It's all smoke and mirrors, people. It's all smoke and mirrors. Every bit of it, don't you know? I don't even
Right.
know. Like, it's what the fuck is she doing?
She's projecting what she's been doing onto what I just did. That's what she's doing. Because everything she's saying is everything she's been doing. It's a game. It's a pony show. It's for fodder. That's everything she's been doing since the moment she started a legal defense fund to initiate litigation.
Well, honestly, I think a lot of it was even existing before that. Almost a year now. It's almost been a year since October 18th, 2024, when you found out.
Yeah.
She has been playing a game all along. That's what's so shocking to me is she doesn't realize she was already in ongoing litigation, like it's in an appeals process. And she said recently she was very excited. Well, for her, excited. The tides were going to be shifting, that the appeal got moved to the Supreme Court.
She said that recently? Because the appeal's been in the Supreme Court. Is she okay?
No. Yeah, it was. Well, it's probably been a month now on YouTube time.
I mean,
but
it's not in Supreme Court. It's in
or not
Superior
Supreme,
Court.
Superior Court, excuse
Oh,
me.
okay.
I think
But
she did say Supreme, but I could be wrong. She might have said Superior, but she thought the tide was shifting with that appeal. I'll find the clip of it.
Huh. Smoke show,
Yeah.
thank you. So yeah, so basically she's saying this is she's saying essentially what her C&D was, which was bullshit. She's claiming this is bullshit. Good. I'm glad she feels that way. I'm glad she feels that way. So all right,
She
let's hear
did send out C&Ds to her own mods
yes.
before these. Yep.
Her former mods received C&Ds that she wrote up and sent out.
I'll have to go find that clip for you because it was shocking to me. It was like a month and a half ago, longest time. And I was like, what do you mean the tide is shifting? That's what my instant thing was. It's been here. Like, what is exciting now? What's the tide shifting now?
Yeah, the tide's shifting, all right. Shifting right towards justice.
I think it was right before she got excited about the Tony shit too.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Even realize it. I feel bad for you. I really do. Wake up. Wake up. I'm not
Wake up, says the person always sleeping. Wake up.
even telling you to take my word. I'm telling you to go do your own research. Y'all are being fooled. No, they're not, hardly. They are absolutely real as the day is long. Y'all will see. Y'all will see. This is a big joke, man.
So her C&Ds are as real as the day is long, but my actual filing on a court docket is just, fake. And y'all need to go do your own research.
Google is a stroke away. Just one finger. Now, don't use two. Don't make it complicated, people. It is one finger scroll. Not
Right.
to the right, not to the left, not to the side, up and down. You're supposed to follow her instructions. We tried, and we ended up fucked up. But just one finger scroll.
And for any confusion, because I can do a little Google too, although I have an attorney that I can speak with, but so it's a declarations, the legal determination of a court that resolves legal uncertainty for the litigants. Is a form of legally binding preventive by which a party involved in an actual possible legal matter can ask a court to conclusively rule on and affirm the rights, duties, and obligations of one or more parties in a civil dispute. It's generally considered a statutory remedy and not an equity remedy in the United States. Declaratory judgment does not by itself order any action by a party or imply, although it may be accompanied by one or more other remedies. So it's basically, I'm asking the courts to say, hey, the dispute at hand is freedom of speech. Can you clarify if what she wrote is actionable? Can she prove that what she wrote in those even exists, even happens? Right. It's a put up or shut up. Right. Hey, Bueller.
Stand on your shit.
Boom.
All right, I'm moving on. That's all I have to say about it. Like I said, I'm not expecting a single person to take my word for it. Nothing's happening to me. Nothing's happening to my moderators. God bless you. I feel bad that y'all believe all of this stuff. Gee.
How many times has she proven that her word means absolutely nothing?
Too many to count.
I'm not asking y'all to take me at my word. No, go ahead and pull up the docket and see it for yourself. I mean, I don't know, what she thinks any of this is, but go on with that attitude. But what you will not do is speak indirectly to my audience and treat them like you do your own. You're not going to tell my people that they're stupid. You're not going to tell my people that they don't see what they see. You're not going to gaslight them. You're not going to act like they're a bunch of sheep that are incapable of doing their own work. You're not going to treat my people how you treat your own. You may see your people as nothing more than a money maker in your chat box for that day, but I assure you, we got a lot more of substance over here. So don't sit there and speak to them the way you do your own. Gaslight and continue to lie to your own people. Stop trying to speak directly to mine. Fuck out of here. She's a liar, right?
Chronic liar.
Yeah, and then to say, like, my mods ain't in nothing. No, you put your mods in all of this. Yeah,
That's
we ain't like them.
That's the shocking part. Let me just add these people in here. And then let me say, when, this is the part that pisses me off that people just don't get. She is in litigation appeal with Granny. No C&D was sent. None in the first round. None. Granny didn't get a C&D the first round.
Nope.
Now she sends this out wanting litigation. Well, you still have current representation. Like, you have an attorney who is still representing you on the same matter with them.
Right.
And he, of course, he's going to respond. And then she's like, oh, nothing to see here. You initiated, you asked your subs for money to initiate this process. And now you're
7K.
telling them nothing. Sorry.
No, I'm just saying she took 7K from the mods from what we know.
It's just wild. It's just freaking wild. You want litigation, and then when it comes your way, you're like, nothing to see here. It's not really going on.
Right, because she didn't want litigation, in my opinion. She wanted the threat of litigation. She wanted to further intimidate and strong arm people out of their freedom of speech. That's what she wanted.
She wanted a back door
And
to her Fifi's hurt.
can you believe she had the audacity to bring up a constitutional right?
Last night, she brought up the Constitution. She just didn't even give us what
Part of it.
part of the Constitution we were even supposed to look at.
Right,
We have
because
a Constitution.
I'm
That's
curious to know what part of my filing fringes on her rights. What part of it?
I could be messy,
Yeah.
but
No part of it. The only thing it infringed on is the idea that she's going to keep intimidating people with this. Didn't she say something like, maybe I should keep my lawyer? She did. She said she had to extend his services.
she did not. She didn't use those terms, did she? I have
Yes,
to
she
extend.
did. That was
Oh
her.
my God.
I have to extend his services, which is amazing because, I mean, she told everybody the C&Ds weren't it, that they had more to go. And
Right.
I could quote exactly what she said. It was something along the lines of, don't be stupid now. We didn't spend just 8K on C&Ds. We knew that they weren't going to listen to them.
It's a process. Trust her.
Yeah, trust the process.
There's more to it than C&Ds. I wouldn't spend 8K on C&Ds. I just sent some out for free, and I just had these mailed out after some of them had already expired. What are you talking about?
And she said it with confidence, too.
Oh, everything is confidently spewed. The stupidity has got an exceptional level of confidence behind it.
Yeah, I came across this quote and I saved it for some reason. As I was looking for what she wrote, I found this. A narcissist controls you by slowly conditioning you to do what they want. Stop saying I'm sleeping. My God. If you don't abide by their rules, they will punish you. Oh, you're a troll. Even if you're a member, even if you've been there for a year. I've seen people say, Brittany, I'm not a troll. I've been with you for years. They don't necessarily tell you that. They groom you slowly and insidiously to accept their rules. Before you know it, you are avoiding doing things you would enjoy because you don't want to make them mad and end up paying the price. Take Brenda Stapleton as an example. She tells you all you're not allowed to go to other people's chats. She sees Brenda over in Truth's chat, and she therefore punishes Brenda by telling her she's stupid to even believe Truth.
Your chat's bringing it up right now. The C&Ds were a courtesy.
Is that what she said? They were a courtesy, y'all?
Yes, she did. She said they were a courtesy.
Mm. Well, thank you for the courtesy. I hope you like mine. It was a courtesy. It was a courtesy to help you clarify if you have legal standing or not. That's my courtesy to you.
It's just fake.
I just can't. I mean, I just can't believe all this. Like was she? Well, I can believe it because you know what? We should have taken a bet on how she would handle it, and she handled it precisely how I thought she would, which is denial, right? Which is to project her own doing onto me. A pony show, smoke and mirrors. It's all a charade. It's all fodder. It's all a game. Yeah, that's what the past year has been to you, not to me. It's been well more than just a game. You try to play a game.
Well, if it helps any, thought this was so important, everything, that she fell asleep again last night. So,
Oh, there you go. She was also kicking and blocking her subs, asking questions last night. One even said, I have a question, but I don't want to be blocked. Right. That's what the narcissist does. And then anybody, including her own people that were asking her about this, she was saying, we're all my people and blocked. So I clarified once again that I asked my audience not to go there. I asked that you all don't even watch because it pays either way. I prefer you all unsub and don't watch your one last bit, let alone go into the chat. But ultimately, I have no control if they do or not. They can do whatever the fuck they want. All I can do is put out into the air that I'm requesting you not to. But I can't say, but if you don't listen, oh, gee golly, I'm going to block you and berate you.
I'm going to add you to some legal papers if you don't listen to me, you grown adults.
Right. You free-willed American and not all American people. Because that's what Brittany said. You have a God-given constitutional free will.
We're in America.
God bless America.
All I need her to say to go full Betty is, it's my body, my choice. And then it'll be like, check, 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 all of the marks.
Yep. And X amount said it. She can't handle answering for her actions. And that's how she's always been, X amount. And I know you've been around, so I know you know it. And that's why she has to always put me back into it. Every little thing. 2 Christmases ago, 2023, she was demonetized because Craig was saying slurs. So she got demonetized. She denied Craig saying it until we said we had the clip. And then she admitted he said it, but she still was only demonetized because Granny and her people reported her. We don't report people. We don't know who reported you. Anyway, so long story short, she says she's not going to be paid. She starts a $2,500 fundraiser 2 weeks before Christmas because she didn't go gift shopping yet, blah, 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 blah. And then she gives her mods, one of her mods at least, a conversation she held with Team YouTube where they assure her that she is getting paid because the AdSense were already transferred and in the process of being transferred to her bank account. So she will get paid for that month, but she won't get paid going forward unless she appeals the decision. Instead of admitting that she lied to the audience, because she'll never do that, she then accused me of hacking her emails. I hacked her emails, and all I took from them was this conversation with Team YouTube. Come on.
That's been a constant thing, too. Anytime she gets pushed back, somebody's trying to access her emails or her Patreon or something.
Or somebody's impersonating or using her email. Always.
All I know,
something.
October's personality, I am not fond of whatsoever. The fake, emotional, exploitation, in my opinion, of her own subs' feelings. You know, she's exploiting their emotions right now and holding them, my opinion, again, hostage with, look over here. This is all like the crying, the situation she was talking about. And let me be very clear, is heartbreaking. It is. I do not wish anything bad on them, but for her to inlay that, sorry, bullshit.
Well, and
You
that's,
don't know them.
if she's having this confidence right now, like the chatters were saying, that this is no big deal, smoke and mirrors is whatever, keep that in mind when she comes out and realizes that it's not smoke and mirrors, that she does need to respond. What can happen if she doesn't respond? And there's a good chance she may not respond. Go ahead. And then I'll turn around and I'll get her for abusive process. You know what I mean? Because that's all this is. You don't get to threaten people with legal action and a way to intimidate them.
Jess, she's too busy fighting with Spectrum. That's been the cause of her. She's cursed because that's been her excuse, even though like 3 weeks ago, they came out and did a complete system reset and new equipment and checked all the lines and stuff. The last 2 nights, it's been a internet issue.
That's why she's falling asleep.
Yeah,
Oh, how'd I guess that?
It's just a thing. So that's more concerning.
Does she need by chance 500 to have it resolved?
Probably more like a 15K at this point in time.
Oh, okay. Allegedly speculating says, question is, can your lawyer get you in front of the same judge that ruled on a RICO for this case in 20 days? It's a great question.
Even if they don't.
You may be able to mention the judge in the filing and put a little footnote that the judge is familiar, but, yeah, maybe, maybe not. There's only a few judges in Delaware County that do civil hearings, so who knows? Thank you, Night Angel. Now she nods off. She pretends it's internet issues. Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't work again because she used that before and said her router was glitching. It was a faulty plug in the back, and that's why we couldn't hear her audio. Meanwhile, we heard the entire thing when she did this last time. Again, I just can't stand October's personality. October's going to be a rough month. This whole like, oh my God, you guys, you are not seeing what you're actually seeing. It's all smoke and mirrors.
It's what she's done for years. It's just gaslight and manipulate. But then we saw that clip, right? To be fair, we saw a clip where Craig literally did that to her, where she woke up to his clapping after he exposed the clap deal, and he was saying, "I'll give your money back," and she's like, "What money?" And he's like, "Huh? What are you talking about?" And then he eventually says to her, "Are you okay?"
Yeah.
So not only does he gaslight her, but they're used to gaslighting each other, and now I guess she assumes she can gaslight the masses in the same format.
And normally she gets away with it. Here's the one caveat to this. It sucks because giving her attention is exactly what she wants, but at the same time, highlighting the lies and all of this has finally put enough notice. Like, Jess isn't doing what she's claimed and hasn't been doing what she's claimed for a long ass time.
Right.
And the truth stands on its own. Like, that's something people need to understand, is the truth doesn't change. Her story now over the last year has changed so many times. I mean, she's still at this point in time doesn't realize that her part is a big piece of the entire RICO, not a separate piece. But she's gaslit people up until just a couple months ago that hers was separate. It was not to do with the rest of it. I mean, she has held on. That's all she has.
But then
Adaptation
contradicts herself, right? By saying, I should have sought Granny out separately. I should have went after Granny on my own.
Admits it.
She admitted to falling asleep last night. She overly admitted it and made no excuses, as if it's a normal thing to do.
Yeah, she did admit to falling asleep last night at the end of her stream. That's the first time I've seen her do that. Usually it's, nope, I didn't. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not asleep. Nobody's sleeping over here. Last night there was just nothing there, though. She couldn't really, it just fell off and you could hear it. It's all a freaking mess. You would really think she would be paying attention to these depositions that have been read out in the process that goes on. You know, she doesn't, well, I don't know if she realizes or not. She's manipulative. She is very dumb in certain aspects, but one thing she is very, this is my opinion too, don't go after Granny. The manipulation tactics are strong. Sorry, guys. Jess must have stepped away. Oh, okay, she did. You're stuck with me, and I have like a hangover from last night from yapping. So I'm over here like, do. Hold on. Let me read your comments. Good morning, everybody. Huge shout out to Granny's mods, her community, her support system. Once again, you guys are amazing. I can't even imagine what has been happening. The legal dog pile. That's the part I think that pisses me off the most.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And nonsense, to clarify, did I ever ask for any amount of money to pursue this against Brittany?
Absolutely not.
And it was days ago that I told you this would be happening, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Just making sure it was well before Tony and knowing all of that, and
Yeah.
it was
She
well
tried
before.
to mix those.
Of course she did.
Of course. Like, that's the thing. I was like, it's very clear for anybody what is happening. And yesterday, it just happened to be two different situations that you discussed with their legal dog pile. And she's trying to use that to her advantage.
And let me be clear, if there was a chance that I needed or wanted anybody to help me afford this, I would simply make my goal higher. I would
Right.
come out and admit to you all, listen, I'm going to need help to pursue this and blah, 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 blah. And right now it's just not a financial priority because unfortunately, like you just mentioned, I'm being dogpiled in litigation. So
Yeah.
there's priorities going on with I mean, fuck her for even attempting to, don't project onto me what you've been doing. You
Right.
asked for 10K. Mod came out and clarified you only needed 8 after a month of asking for 10K a month for a flat rate attorney. That you then, I mean, it's just like she's been so inconsistent. And unlike Brittany, I actually added up all my PayPal's, Venmo, Cash App, plus the Give Send Go to give you the total.
Yeah. Granny has been. And again, it's those processes that we can follow through the court ourselves. Nobody is gaslighting you. This is one thing I think people continue to miss. I did thoroughly go through the RICO and make that content because I wanted people to see this is right here. Like, all of this is what's being claimed right in front of your faces. They were encouraging people to not read the filing. She would say, read the filing, but to her subs, that's like, oh no, she's got this handled. We can just listen to her. No, it is so freaking important. And again, I don't know what she's missing here. You read out. I need Craig to do a dramatic reading of the papers she just got, though. That is my one request. So, BJ, I'm sure you're here listening. Can you give the papers to Craig and give us a dramatic reading? Thank you.
Well, isn't it so funny that with her and Craig, us receiving these C&Ds were going to be life-changing? He said, I bet you won't be laughing. I bet you're going to be scared. I bet you'll be afraid of, all of that. And, basically we'll be trembling in our boots. But she gets filed an actual legal document that's sitting on a docket.
Right.
And it's no big deal. But the C&Ds were supposed to be life-changing.
Well, he wanted us all at his feet at one point in time, too. He said some amazing, as a character on her show, because that clip exists too, where he says, I'm just a character on your show. Yeah, the character on your show has made a lot of, in my opinion, what would be classified as threats of legal action.
Yeah. And I heard, and I don't know if it's true, that he literally said this is our channels.
Oh, probably. Yeah, it doesn't shock me. He was making his stance known, like that he's a character on her show, that he's involved in it. When she kept silencing him, he would say, did you mute me again? No, you're not muted that time.
Right.
Well, she had to put him to bed the other night. I don't know if he's sick or what, but she did have to escort him to bed.
That's unbelievable to me. To tell the audience that you put a grown man to bed, but you've never, yeah.
I'll say that later.
Right. Unbelievable.
I'll tell you, because that was just, she has to put the grown man to bed, and then it falls on the responsibility of others to wake her up, which happened. She puts Larry to bed, and then an hour or so later, it's the responsibility of someone else to wake her up to keep her coherent for her show. That was oof.
Yeah, and the chat's saying now, yeah, he did say ours, and he wants his own setup. I could swear she called him her co-host. Yep. It's not the first time she has said that. Yep. Yeah, and Craig also said what was coming. How will you make money? Oh, you'll have to get a job. What are you going to do about that YouTube money, honey, and all those other things that, it wasn't just the threat of litigation, frivolous, baseless litigation again. It was the threat of my channel going down.
Ugh, I swear. This shit. It's just shocking. It's truly shocking to see. I did not expect the complete denial, especially from somebody who tells their subs, hey, I need 8K. Let's just go there. I mean, it started as 10, but then
A month.
Settles for 8K a month. We don't know what she was sent previous, or, we have no idea total amount. And that's not really my concern, but she boldly tells them, I'm going to initiate this. So I'm going to silence them. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Do it, lady. And then as soon as the process starts, an attorney is doing what an attorney does. It's nothing to see. I just can't get over it. I can't get over how, what?
Right. Like everything she was doing was so powerful, and just wait. And, she was all in control.
Yep.
And then here we go, right? Here we go. And now that is actually on the docket, now that an actual attorney filed in a courtroom, it is nothing. It's no big deal. Nothing to see here, people.
Look away. And
that's part of my problem with all of it, is that they sit there and they try to make it like, oh, that was my whole thing, is she was using this to fucking intimidate us nonsense. And then to say you're not getting one because you're a pick me.
I know.
So it's not because she wanted this all to end.
And I've proven that point too. And people are always like, oh my God, she's such a pick me. No, it's the fact that I have covered her factually way more than Granny ever has. I have detailed what she's done, and I don't get a scene, which would, if you want it to end, you want it to be silenced, you would think after all the allegations, I would have been included. Oh, nope, I'm just a pick me. I mean, take your papers and stick them up your ass. I don't care. But it's the hypocrisy of her fucking, well, it's also just the blatant lies.
Right. The chatter Jamie, Jaime, asked if you would unblock them. I'll send you the name so you can see if they're blocked or whatever.
I don't even know who that is.
And then Penny for Your Thoughts said, I think she's listening to that War Eagle person in her CP. It's weird, but whatever. They're the same people that also assured all of you that I was going to jail, that I was going to be prosecuted and handed my ass in court for being part of a RICO. You know what I mean? Like, these are the same people that hyped up the whole PA filing. So again, if that's who you want to take your legal advice from, then bless it be. Or go back to Google. I think you're better off with Google. Hell, have you ever at any time, nonsense, throughout me retaining attorneys, said, let me go to Google to see what that answer is? Like the fact that she didn't even speak to her attorney. Instead, she went to Google.
But she's going to send other things to her attorney. Go to Google. But she was going to contact and send other things to her attorney. No, none of this makes sense, and none of it's even logical.
No, it's not logical. It's not, and it's infuriating.
Did you know about the comment that the one friend mod of hers went in her?
Oh, yeah, I got her reading it out. The defamatory comment. Absolutely. Yeah. I guess she didn't read where we already put that in this legal document, that she continues to defame me about my medical situations. I guess she didn't heed that warning that was right there, written in a court docket, giving her a fair heads up that the statements she has made regarding me and my personal health have been defamatory from day one. But, I guess we'll have to have a judge determine that. Matter of fact, that's defamation per se. You accuse somebody of having,
Well,
Yeah,
and
just go
another
ahead and
thing,
find out.
it's a complete deflection mechanism of something that nothing about anything to do with that will
Right.
ever justify what she has willingly, actively participated in. She signed up. Her arm was not twisted for
Right.
this RICO and racketeering. Again, then she opted to ask her subs for money. And then she has been a willing participant in every bit of this, and nothing about the past will justify these actions.
Well, and hey, Bio, hey, William, and not
And
only that,
read
but
it.
these people always use that, right? Like that will always
Ah,
be the one thing people have to go at me. But don't think a year ago when these people were in my chat that they didn't feel differently then, right? It's just one of those things. Just like a year from now, we're going
I
to hear
know.
people calling out Brittany for not out on live streams. The same people that are making excuses for her now. It's how these people operate. It's
I
not, they
know.
don't stand on morals or truth or integrity. They stand on hate.
I'm just fed up with you even having to like address that. And I'm sorry I brought it up, but that I
Oh,
brought that
no,
up
I don't have to address
intentionally.
it. It's going to be addressed in a courtroom. I don't
Yep.
have to address it. I've addressed it enough to the internet. It's time to
Her
address it to a courtroom.
her people need to pay attention to what's going on. You have explained that repeatedly. And if it's just so fucking frustrating. I can't even imagine being you. I get to wake up and not have this looming over my head. This is something that is very real. These people are all connected. I mean, they showed you that. We don't have to tell you that. They've proven that with their legal filings.
Right.
And they're enjoying dogpiling on Jess over and over and over again. It's so fucking ridiculous.
Well, that's part of the reason this was important, right? Because first off, I want to, maybe she thinks all attorneys lie. Well, like my attorney footnoted, amazingly, Brittany has again hit the legal jackpot with a second attorney that postulates mischaracterizations of law. Okay, that speaks for itself. I forget what I was going to say before that.
Sorry.
Oh, the other thing, the fact that Brittany literally showed medical records but has the nerve to try to pursue me for invasion of privacy. Don't forget, not only did you show my medical records, but you admitted it on a secondary page. And guess what? That time frame has not expired.
It's just because she's got raging ADHD and can't keep herself organized.
Right.
That's her words, not mine.
Is that what it is?
That's what it was the other day.
Or is it that she's a pathological liar and it's hard to keep up with all your lies?
More likely the second option, but
War Eagle might want to stop intercepting yourself in legal stand-ins because you just may also be like Brittany's moderators who can and will be deposed and subpoenaed to court. So I'd be very careful where you sit and stand right now.
Broken Birdie needs to just go caca somewhere else. Nobody
Yeah.
wants to hear it. Shut up.
It is obvious Brittany has not learned from her RICO complaint filed in this court that criminal statutes are not viable as civil causes of action. Basically, stop trying to scare me with criminal code. Where's that? Oh, it's up here. I didn't even show you guys the whatchamacallit yet. Let me show you guys that.
I love whatchamacallits. That's my favorite candy bar, actually.
Is it?
Yeah, it truly is.
They are really good.
They are. They're super
My
good.
favorite is Mr. Goodyear. Or Mr. Goodbar. Mr. Goodyear. I got emailed. That's so funny. I got emailed asking if I wanted a sponsorship. I got offered a sponsorship with a car, with like the car mats that you put in your car.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
It would be fucking hysterical if it was a tire company.
That would be great.
That
Hell,
would
I
be
could use new tires. I
hysterical.
think we all could. So here's the exhibitees. This is Brittany's, C&D. Then exhibit 2, as mentioned, is the PA filing, of course, because they need to be aware that she already tried to stiffen my free speech before and failed. Amazingly, this is the judge's ruling in that case. The ruling she doesn't want to read.
Oh.
Yeah, that ruling.
Mm-hmm.
This is where she's declared a limited purpose public figure. This is where it's declared that calling Betty a grifter or a tragedy pimp is not defamation. It is subjective opinion.
Mm.
Gee, look how much the judge actually did her work. This is a lot of scrolling, huh?
It's an amazing ruling.
It really is a beautiful thing. Oh, here it is. Interference with prospective business also fails to lack any. This is about Betty. Good old Betty. Couch potato. Did I just see something about somebody calling somebody a couch potato? You imagine going to the courts and saying, she called me a couch potato.
No. I can't.
About Mr. Goodyear recently, he invented the material for condoms. Wow.
Why does that not shock me?
Doesn't shock me yet. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. And doesn't shock me where you learned it. There's Clue's hysterical. There are so many potatoes. Well, Clue's talking about pubic hair, so.
What are they doing?
I don't even know.
It's Saturday morning, people. It's too early for this.
The only thing she's trying to stop is people expressing negative opinions about her. On those grounds, she will always lose no matter what she claims.
And she'll just create the Barbra Streisand effect for her like she is.
Yep, like she always has.
Yep. Sure is. Are you good now? I'm going to hop down.
Yes, thank you, nonsense.
Okay, I just was mumbling, so I'm like, I need to go lay on the couch. And
I forget it's like so many hours earlier for you, so thank you so much.
It's okay. I was just up till 2 a.m. talking, so it's 8 here now, and I'm like, ugh. Thank you for having me up. If you need me, I'll be in the chat.
I appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Of course. Okay, bye.
Bye. No disrespect, I'm just catching up. Did I understand correctly that what you served her yesterday is on the docket? Yes, it's on the docket, and it moves jurisdiction. Yes. And she has 20 days to respond. She thinks it's nothing. I think it's something. We'll find out. Does it necessarily mean it'll go in my favor? No, of course. It may not. It may not go in my favor. Does that, whatever. But here's the thing. I have to protect myself, and that's what this is. It's the only way to protect myself. What are your thoughts on why Jay didn't get papers? Because I don't think they can find Jay. I think they're creeping Jay's streams, like when Brittany's moderator clipped a part of Jay's stream that showed Jay's general location. I think they are desperately trying to find where Jay is. That's what I think. So, I also think that Brittany's picking and choosing, right? Because we heard Craig basically said he's going to continue to argue with a certain somebody because they have a big channel, right? We heard her say that they're not going to give one to Nonsense because, well, Nonsense is a pick-me. See, Brittany's not doing this because she thinks she actually is accomplishing something. She's doing it as a tool. Again, I can say 50 times over, to intimidate and harass others. And the fact that she again, don't forget, so she again said that what I'm doing is harassing her. I'm harassing her by responding to her twice now, initiating legal action on me. I'm harassing her by responding to her initiations, okay, of legal action against me. She also said it was harassment when my attorney tried to start discovery. That an attorney doing discovery was harassing. This girl doesn't know the definition of harassing. It's not anytime something hurts your feelings or makes you a little bit uncomfortable, it's harassment. That's not the way that works. Is anybody else sick of her like using these serious terms like stalking, harassing, defamation, colluding? Unreal. Don't ever do that. You people aren't fucking slick. Don't ever do that. Don't ever come in my chat and do some shit like that and think that we don't fucking know what you're doing. Thank you, Tara to Boom. You want to do that shit in that chat, so don't do it over here. Fucking rude. That's how little she understands about the things she says her attorney is doing or things she's been advised on. Right, I don't think she gets actual advisement. We know damn well she wasn't speaking to Lesniak. Her own mod came out and played the voice clip to let us all know that Brittany was saying, he don't even speak to me. I don't know what's going on. Because she saw the word free. The lawyer's harassing me. Move did not work for Betty. Brittany never learns from others, not even her own prior mistakes. Her attorney's supposed to be the defamation harassment pro, right? Yeah. And maybe he is. Maybe he's a really great attorney. But I can guarantee you, if he's a really great attorney, she can't afford him. Because really great attorneys are really, really expensive. No response. Then GW probably wins the default. Jay will make a documentary about her. She threatens spending daily to threaten channels, and Craig too. Yep. It's old and needs to stop. That's exactly what this is. And then to say $80 is nothing. She spends that in 2 seconds, honey. Ugh. Her flat rate attorney never responded to you or your attorney, correct? Nope. Never responded. I asked for proof of the accusations against me. I never received them. Oh, no, that's okay, Flocky. I didn't serve all who she thinks cover. I cannot stand her lack of ability to prepare. Right. I also think part of it is she doesn't want it all to stop because then she has nothing to cry about, right? So she keeps a few people and Jay has a bigger channel. She thinks maybe it'll help her channel grow and it'll keep people interested in watching her. I think that's part of it too. They might, Feisty Nanny, and hopefully it works out for them. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Jay's channel is her business. That would be a different type of filing. Find her cloak of trap. Maybe. I don't know. Of course she is. I don't believe he's oh no, you don't? Psyops, that's interesting. Alleged delusional, yeah. And then to sit there and make it like you're all delusional, you all don't see what you see, we don't know what we know, and you know, she did the same thing before. She did the same thing with the RICO filing that she's sick of hearing about, y'all. Are you? Are you sick of hearing about it? Fuck off. That's why she's baiting everyone and reacting. And by the way, I don't even know if I can say it. I'll wait. Let's just say somebody else's attorney acknowledged how absolutely ridiculous and horribly done the RICO was too. That's why she's baiting everyone to reacting. Right. I agree. Like not muting the mic. And yeah, I think a lot of it is on purpose. The real non-housewives is what I like to call them, sis. Exactly. But I think he was saying that about Laura. I'm interested to know if she'll even show the attorney's papers she just received. I'm sure she did. I'm sure she blew them up. It's a weekend. Might be harder to get a hold of them, but I'm sure she did. But it's clear she much rather make people believe that all is okay and we're just lying. She did the same thing throughout the RICO. Same thing throughout the RICO. Look, I'm going to pull this up really quick. This was interesting too. And then we'll go ahead and wrap it up because I appreciate y'all spending the morning with me. Over here, hold on. And then to tell people to wake up. Oh my goodness, I can't. Is it this one or I already did this? Okay, yep. Here's another. Is that a threat? I like this little game that Just Saying's playing.
Attorney knows, and y'all are about to see that my attorney's very real.
Very
real. And Elevated Truth, I guess I can reach out to him about you too. We can go to YouTube about Elevated Truth too.
We can go to YouTube. So was Granny just lying and gaslighting everybody that their intent was to take down channels? Why else would you go to YouTube about Elevated Truth too? Exactly, Shine. Thank goodness she had comments says not to get herself caught up in, you know, attorney fees and potential punitive damages. I do believe they're a RICO. It is my opinion from what I've seen that they are a RICO. We can go to YouTube about Elevated Truth too. Put a 1 in the chat. That implies that their intent is to go to YouTube.
I mean, it's simple as that. If you don't leave me alone and stop spreading these rumors, well, karma's going to come to me because I asked the judge to make her
She
leave
got a couple more suits coming her way.
Leave
too,
me
though.
alone.
Oh. Who's that about?
make her
She
leave
got
me
a couple
alone.
more suits coming her.
Who's she trying to make fun of there?
Karma's gonna come to me because I asked the judge to make her
She
leave
got
me
a couple
alone.
more.
Karma's going to come to me because I asked the judge to make her leave me alone. And then he says she got a couple more suits coming her way too, right? See, all of this, because they talk so much, is exactly what I'll present to the judge to prove that there is a threat of more baseless litigation against me.
More suits coming her way.
Leave
too,
me alone. Oh. Being that it says something about the RICO, I'm going to guess where this is coming from, and I can tell you, yeah, that person's absolutely beyond obsessed.
Wait till you lose your fucking channel.
Stupid.
Wait until you lose your fucking channel, bitch. So again, you're not going after channels, right? Not going after channels.
Man.
How you gonna pay your bills when your channel's gone?
How am I going to pay my bills when my channel's gone? How are you going to pay your bills, Craig, when you got to wake up in the morning and go to work because you're no longer so blessed to take advantage of an audience on YouTube? How are you going to do that?
Let me see.
You went real life. Now we're gonna take your channel and you go lose.
Oh, I went real life because she filed litigation against me and I won.
Faith and hope with
You have no
lupus.
life left 'cause you get paid. And you go lose.
Faith and hope.
He said I'm going to lose my life? I didn't even know he said this. Just saying, can you send me the unedited version of this? I'm going to lose my channel and I'm going to lose my life? The man that waved around a pistol said this is a viable threat. See, this is how little I watched him. I didn't even know this was stated. Yeah, I think somebody here needs a protective order.
With
You have no
lupus.
life left 'cause you get paid.
Because what? I have no left. I have no life left to what?
And hope with
You have no
lupus.
life left 'cause you get paid.
Good man.
How you gonna pay your bills when your channel's gone?
Let me
You went real
see.
life. Now we're gonna take your channel and you go lose.
Faith and hope with
You have no
lupus.
life left 'cause you get paid.
Thank you so much, Faith and hope.
That lawyer seems to think he's got a case. He wants to take it to YouTube.
There you go again. Take it to YouTube, but she's not trying to take anybody's channels, guys. You don't take a case to YouTube. You take it to a courtroom.
He thinks we can get some money out of them too.
You just had a
He
baby.
thinks we
not
can win
long
all the
ago,
way
and
YouTube.
Your whole pregnancy. You fucking.
This attorney's telling them they can sue YouTube. Wow.
Like to fight him back.
No, I'm.
That's what I think.
Right there. You like to fight them back. That's what I think.
People, Greg. I am sick.
I am too, man. I am too. I'm sick of the ones that we're about to take down, and the rest of them are just trolls. They're insignificant.
Y'all keep doing this. You keep constantly intimidating and trying to threaten.
Like intimidating people that they're going to lose their channels and their lives. Threatening. Like people are going to lose their channels and their lives, lose their income. That type of threatening.
It'll be one of the biggest mistakes you ever made.
Summer's Army, this is absolutely ridiculous and all. I just want to be left alone. That's all.
You're going to regret it for a long time. Oh, wow. This is
I don't get how
amazing.
people can understand that.
I never
And
heard
even
this.
if they have criminal records, that's yet more proof that these people are invading in people's lives.
That is the dumbest thing I ever heard. If you have a criminal record as proof of invading people's lives, this is a true crime creator?
That shit's not okay.
It's against the law.
My God.
That's against the law.
That's more proof of cyber stalking.
That's more proof. If you have a criminal record, that's proof of cyber stalking.
My God.
Gonna get charged.
Now they're threatening charges, right? Legal, right? Okay.
People, none of my friends do either.
Now we would sacrifice a baby. This guy has a twisted way of thinking. Is he okay? Oh my goodness.
Just there. I'm not participating in it. How do you think that's going to look to God?
Right. You still.
He compared people playing Britney's words to sacrificing a baby and being at the ritual, but saying I didn't participate. This is what I mean when I say these people always try to compare things to real life situations because they're so disconnected from the real world. She says everyone gives her such power and then hands that mafia person to you and your backstreet knee busting attorney. I know, right? We're just over here, you know. In her mind, I've been spending all my life living in gangster's paradise. So
Still a part of the
I'm
ritual.
just sitting there hanging out. I didn't touch the baby. I didn't kill the baby.
why is he even saying shit like this on a true crime channel? You think it's a joke? He thinks it's a joke that babies get sacrificed. And I mean, this is so weird. What a weird, scary person. It's the same man that says to his young, impressionable child, "Why is the devil trying to get you, son? Since you was born, the devil's been out to get you." Oh,
financially, this person is completely,
break our life.
look, this person's
Oh.
delusional. Listen to what BJ thinks. She will make this move and be a queen.
yeah.
A queen of what?
No, we're just gonna shut you
Do you
motherfuckers
not
up.
understand?
Oh,
Listen, I'm not like you. I'm not here to win.
absolutely fucking right. You're not like me. You're not like us. And then to say she's not here to win, you literally, somebody said, "Brittany, why didn't you take a few days off and go to the beach or something?" She said, "They'll never make me do that." She thought going to the beach was a punishment. Huh.
Some grand prize.
And nobody's gonna do this to you.
You're going to win attorney fees and punitive damages, would be my guess. Nobody's going to do this to anybody else on YouTube after this. You know what nobody's going to do in Pennsylvania after this? Successfully file another slap suit because we will be case lawed.
Anybody else on YouTube?
I'm not here to get. She should take her ass to bed and
Like she's some martyr, y'all. Like she's taking one for the team.
leave me alone already. Like seriously.
Anyway, bitch.
Yeah.
He just straight up called his own girl a bitch. I be damned. Life ain't fair to anybody, bitch. Wow.
It's only a matter of time. Yeah, we're not going to keep going through this every night.
Yeah, same. That's what I said when I filed this judgment.
No, we're gonna strike
No.
your ass every night, bitch. The
Oh.
paperwork's coming.
Hold on
But don't forget, y'all, they're not the ones striking. He's just the one claiming it.
1 minute, guys.
Can't believe how stupid this is.
Hang on a minute.
You've been too nice to him for too long.
Why do any of the men in your life speak so vulgar all the time? I mean, this is how much respect is in that.
If you'd have struck him a little sooner, they might have learned something.
Yeah, if you
You've
would
been
have
so nice, and
been
then-
an adult sooner, but she's been so nice.
and now they about to get.
You shut. Wait, what was that? They can get it, and then he made.
Nice, and now they about to get.
Now they're about to get it, and he started making slapping noises like he's slapping somebody. Between this, the threat about my life, and the waving a pistol around while speaking my name, you might just see what's coming next.
Y'all, listen,
Is that a threat? That's a threat, isn't it?
can't say a whole lot. Just trust me, please. Trust me. Please trust me. Hold on a minute.
Just trust her, y'all.
She didn't even know this.
Give me a second.
Look how excited he is thinking somebody's scared. Again, I got that C&D at 8 p.m. at night from FedEx overnight, standard mail. And by 8 a.m., I had responded and came live. I did this idea. The only person who's
Do me a
scared,
favor, click that
as
thumbs up.
the one who's scared to log off and not get validation through the internet anymore. I can't believe that he just sat there and literally threatened my life, threatened all of us, saying we're going to get effed up, then started making beating noises like he's beating somebody. Listen, I ain't your woman. Okay, you're not going to speak about me in that format. I'll tell you right now. Waving around a pistol while drunk, saying stupid shit, saying my name. Yeah, there's a problem here. There's some real issues here. If this is what the internet does to them, something they have the choice to listen to or not, can you imagine how angry little other things get? Is there no wonder we heard somebody scream out from the bottom of their soul, fuck, the other night when told to do something? That's how they respond to shit. Holy shit. Who sent me flowers? Oh my God. K9, you did it again. Wow. With a balloon. This get well soon. You will get through this difficult time. Keep your claws out and get well soon. Lady K9. These are stunning, and it's made to look like a bunny rabbit. Or cat. It's made to look like a cat. Oh my God. I don't have a camera on this computer to turn on to show you all, but I'm taking a photo right now. This is one of the most beautiful things I've ever received. I am stunned. Wow. Oh my goodness. Hold on. I don't want to keep putting that in your ears. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. How Gosh darn thoughtful. Oh, and it's in a cute little white basket again. All right, I'm taking a photo. Hold on. These are stunning. Lady Canine, thank you so much. Wait till you guys see how cute they made it. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Wow. This was so thoughtful. You're not going to make me choke up right now. Holy hell. Thank you so much. I'm sending it to myself to send all of you. They are stunning. That is so... With a balloon. Oh my goodness. You guys are the best. I've truly been blessed. Thank you. Wow. That is amazing. All right, hold on. Let's see if it's sent to me. It did. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. A beautiful flower display. Gorgeous flowers. Made to look like a cat with a balloon. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. This is you guys have been beyond amazing to me. Thank you. I really do. I really do have the best subscribers and mods. I mean, honest to God. That is amazing. It's so freaking sweet. Oh my gosh, with the balloon and everything. And the flowers behind the cat are as gorgeous. Like these greeneries. Oh my goodness. How stinking cute. Thank you. Flowers and balloon actually brought tears to my eyes. I just, it's something you could not expect to happen, right? And it's in a gorgeous white basket. And I've used the other white basket to go out back and collect the veggies. Like I'm like going to my own personal farm. Thank you. Thank you so much. Boho Girl, welcome to the MFers. You are so appreciated. Thank you for joining before I lose my channel and or my life, according to them. I can't believe I've never heard that threat before. But you know what? Every time there's always these days, right? I'm going to say this without getting emotional. I've been saying it for a long time that they slip the joy out of what I do. That the constant allegations, the lies, the invasion into my real life, all of it has made this place, and not just what's happening to me, but when I hear what's being said about the people I care about, when I hear the threats against people I care about, when I'm hearing the tragedy that people went through, children especially went through, being used as weapons. And I'm like, well, where the hell are we? Like, what has this place become, right? And I don't want anything to do with it. It's always times like that that I have to stop and remember things like this, right? I have to remember all of you that are here every day. I have to remember the members that have been with me since day one. My mods, forget about it. They already know. They literally hold me down all the time. And it is these moments. It's so easy to get caught up in all the negativity and to get drowned in it, right? Because you can have a chat of 50 nice comments, and that one negative one just seems to stick out in bold lettering. I really appreciate you all staying by me and showing me the love and support, despite me not being live every day and not, being there as much as I would like to. So thank you. Mandy Jo, wow, 20 memberships. Thank you for expanding the MFers. Absolutely insanity. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Tracy M. This is what real support is. And I'm sorry that other people don't have this. And because they don't have it, they want to take it from us. But that's why it's important that we stick together and stand against this type of insanity. We are not the dark side. They tried so hard to push this propaganda against us, to push their own false narratives, to label us everything they see within themselves, and just degrade us every step of the way. We're the dark side. We're devils. We're, evil entities. We're all these things. Bullshit. Absolutely, Night Angel. And then then to boot, they're going to gaslight us out of our realities? No. They do. They keep adding to the list. They do. I can't. I can't. This right here proves, I mean, not just this, everything in between. Oh, you guys are amazing. How cute is that? Look at the eyes. That is crazy. Granny, a lot of us have seen how much you have grown as a creator and person. Much respect to you. Wow, thank you so much. I wish I could grow to pronounce things correctly so you wouldn't have to change your name to add how to pronounce it. No, that's what I heard. You're right. I heard it too, just saying. Thank you, Missy Lou. I'm only as strong as all the support around me, from my moderators to the members to the subscribers to the creators. Thank you. Thank you, KT. We will stand united with you. I do appreciate that. That's all right, Phoebe. I get it. I'd rather be sitting with the dark side than over there sitting in a gray zone. I've said the same thing. I'd rather sit with the admitted sinners than those who pretend they've never sinned at all. And that's what you hear over there. Putting people, oh, if you have a criminal record, that's proof of cyber stalking. How stupid is that? Oh, thank you, Liplock. You know, I've had a lot of people say it's an endearing quality until they get mad at me and then they're like, you're an idiot. Listen, if you don't know I mispronounce and or make up my own words, I'm fully aware of it. Like, I know. It's not, I can laugh at it too. But that's the difference. When you're not insecure, you can laugh at yourself. I can't afford a membership, can afford a thumbs up and view in time. We love you. Thank you. Well, and I'd never, just being here helps as much. Maybe not as much, but you get it. Nonsense says, I'm okay with being the dark side or a demon or whatever else they want to call us. We've got cookies and don't have to rewrite history to fit stories they create years later. I appreciate that you're grateful for any amount of money someone can afford. Thank you, Tracy. Yeah, could you fathom saying $3,000 is a measly amount and that $80,000 ain't shit? You can spend it in 2 seconds. Thank you, Jackie Blue. You deserve every bit of love and support. I don't know. Some days I don't know about that, but I just very much appreciate it. And then on top of that, you spoil my daughter too. Literally have made her first year of college something she'll never forget because she received support and love from all over the world. She opened up a gift yesterday, and it was a 2-piece outfit. Washed it, immediately wore it, and it was from somebody in the UK because it said Mum. It was Laura. I know who you were, but and the idea that somebody from England is cheering on her first year of college, you know what I mean? Like, it humbles you. It humbles you. And looking around her dorm, and it's just you help more than I could ever put into words, and it means a lot that you not only support me, but you support my children. Hell, even Grits sent just a gift for my son, knowing Alexis was getting a lot of gifts. And it's the most amazing candy box from all over the world. And it's so fun to get to go through it. And, it just makes us do something together. So I sincerely appreciate it. 3,000 as gifts is a ton. 3,000 as not a gift is a ton. Some people are living off 3,000 or less a month. To say 3,000 is nothing? I mean, tell us that you don't really need people's money without telling us. Oh, Julie, no way. With my Jessisms, thank you. I realized I was saying declaratory yesterday instead of declaratory. That's all right. I wrote something. I wrote Otis, O-T-I-S instead of onus. You got to be really stupid to do that. Liv, it does help. It does help. $20 is $20, man. How many people are given just $20? You know what I mean? Just $5. Like, how many people are given money? I would never say that it's nothing. $1 is something. You just have to be a totally unaware, unappreciative, greedy, ungrateful piece of shit to say that any amount of money that is gifted to you, that is given to you, is not a big amount. That's gross, literally gross. And it tells me you've never really faced hardships if you can say that $3,000 is measly. It's insane. Or brag that you can spend 80 in 2 seconds. It's disgusting. And then come on the internet and pretend that you're struggling day by day and that you need everybody's help. Get the fuck out of here. Why would anybody continue to give willingly to somebody who openly admits that they're only here for your money, and that if it's not a certain amount, it's measly? I believe it too. I've said for years that's what it comes down to with her. Granny, we all love you so much. You don't have to be here every day, but no, we will be here every day always. Well, I sincerely appreciate that, Kenneth, but I do need to be here every day, and I'm going to try to force myself to be here every day. And I appreciate you all being patient with me when I'm not here for days, especially as a paying member. I know that you're paying for a service. Yeah, always appreciate it, my ass. The one time she fucked up and she said never appreciate it. It's the most honest she's ever been. Who the hell is it 3K a lot to? One person in the chat tell me 3K is not a lot to you. I can't stand people that act like money's like, yeah, I got it like that. Oh, okay. Do you? Then stop asking your audience for money. Turn off your monetization then, will you? Come on. Then you got Craig in the background talking about his money and how he got it like that. Then pay for your own litigation. How about that? Pay for your own litigation. The hell? I know she agrees with him, May. She said it. Matter of fact, she said before that if she didn't need to make money, she wouldn't even be on YouTube. That's why there's a lack of passion and compassion when she speaks on things, because she's trying to make whatever's the trend and topic or whatever can make her the most money. She literally said, they didn't cover Summer Wells that much, okay, because she wasn't profitable. Not because there's this poor little young girl missing. No, but because it wasn't profitable. They give you all the signs that they're just here because you're dollar signs. That calculation was also before taxes being taken out. Yeah, because YouTube takes a lot of taxes. Give, Send, Go takes a percentage. Everybody takes a percentage. First thing I check on YouTube, see if you're live. Thank you. I seen you guys commenting that, and then I feel even worse. Do you miss them, Spike Mountain Dew? Should we do it again? I do have a place we can visit. I think in The Lion King, they call it the dark side. There's so many things to discuss here that's interesting. I agree, Casual Art. I see it as a lot, no matter what you have in the bank. It's stupid to waste money, right? Do you know how many people... whatever, dude. You go outside today and see somebody who's out on the street and hand them $5 and see their face immediately light up. And if you don't have money to give them a compliment. Could you ever fathom telling your audience that their donation is measly? Oh, man. Oh, what a good point, May. May said that's how you know this litigation is a joke. Let's use Brittany's words. It's a charade. It's a game. It's foddery. Because she won't even bet on her own self. She's only committed to what her subs pay for. Wake up, folks. This is only about money for her. What a gosh darn good point. She's only willing to do what her audience pays for her to do because she won't even risk losing her own money to do it. That's how unconfident she is in herself. Wow. What a great point. Most wealthy people are wealthy because they don't throw money away on stupid shit. I agree. Like the latest phones, the latest smartwatches, the latest rings. I agree. That is so true. During summer food grift and others, that point in time, government was giving pandemic EBTs. Yeah, so you guys know she said she only asked for money for Christmas one time, and it's because she was demonetized. When she was asking, what was it? Was it $2,500 or $15,000? And we were like, wow, that's a lot for 2 kids. But anyway, she said she only did it the one time she was demonetized. Well, that's weird because my moderator just found another time, 2022, when she asked for 1,000. So was it really only just the one time, huh? We got it showing from your mod at the time, Foxy, who then went on to change their name. Who did they turn out to be? Because remember they were modded on my shit? Oh, that Mark W. person that scammed everybody. Where you at, Tattoos? You in here? I could send it to myself, but Liv became a YouTube member. Thank you, Liv. Every way is a great way to donate. But I think Cash App is the most direct. I did. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I thought I reacted to them all. Thank you. Here. Let me remind you all. Foxy and Boxy. Brittany is raising 1,000 until 12/31/22 for Christmas help. Can you help? So once again, lying about the fundraising you've had while out here claiming everybody else is fundraising and then trying to compare a young girl starting her life off in college with an Amazon wish list to what you've done. Gross. It's gross to be jealous of a young girl. And don't we all, Steven? Ain't that the truth? Hell, 2 of my Christmases have been ruined now with these litigations. Here we go. Right there. How do I make it bigger? Hold on. There has to be a way. I don't know how to make it bigger, but you can see it, right? Foxy and Boxy, her mod. Brittany's raising 1,000 until 12/31/22 for Christmas help. Can you help? PayPal pool. Mentioned that she was going to lawyer up in Virginia to take you to court. Yeah, so she did that in 2023. In 2023, and I still have it. I have the video where I responded. I called it a typical crime of grift. I'm taking Granny to court. Here, let me see if I can pull it up because she had it removed. In 2023, she said she contacted an organization out of Virginia that deals with bullying. And, you know, while she's not asking for help with a lawyer, they are really expensive. Blah, 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 blah. And then she, of course, didn't do it. Typical. I got proof of it right here. Give me a second to get through all these to pull it up. But I certainly got the proof of it. And now what they're doing is, because I mentioned that and I brought that back up, they're now trying to say that I threatened Brittany with litigation then and that I started a lawyer fund against her, which simply isn't true, because I can assure you I'm not stupid. And I know when you have legal standing and when you don't. And I know there would have at that time been no legal standing to be had. Now there's a ton. Yeah, you know what? Maybe that is why Craig said lawyers aren't expensive. Because I just got an interesting message that says if they got money like that, then lawyers are not expensive. So maybe that is why Craig said lawyers are not expensive, because he got money like that. Maybe he does got the money he says he got. That would make sense. If you got money to spend like that. So I don't know why she needs to come to the audience for anything. She got it like that. They got it like that. That's her man's, right? That's her family. That's when I found NC, because Gabby Petito, I think it was before that. How much money do you think BJ makes a month? I don't know. She goes live several times a day. Who knows? I know during Sebastian, she showed she was making like $5K a month. She slipped herself. All right, here it is. Yep. So this was, I'll show you all because it was reported. Does it tell me the year, even though it was reported? No, it doesn't. How do I? Maybe it does. I don't know. I don't think it shows me the time period because it was taken down, but it does show me the live I had. Hold on. Well, this is how long ago it was. Some of these people aren't even on YouTube anymore. Here. So I looked up the cyber stalking laws in Pennsylvania. Look how different my avatar is. I mean, come on, this was a while ago. Does not speak on her kids. John Cuddy, let's go. I thought I had clips of her. Oh, I do. Okay.
Have everything that I need.
I thought she never said
I'm
any.
Because of course she did all this and then delete the
so
stream.
I'm having a.
All right.
We absolutely met the criteria
On
for,
your. She never.
Sorry, trying to find the right stamp.
Your lawyer, your.
consult an attorney this morning.
Okay. She didn't say anything.
They're out of Virginia.
Virginia. I had to consult with an attorney today. They're out of Virginia.
Okay.
And of course, obviously, I'm not going to tell you guys their names or anything like that.
Well, obviously,
I'm not saying this to get any,
Now, if you're in North Carolina and I'm in Pennsylvania, what good is your lawyer, your attorney from Virginia?
funds or anything like this. I just want to put this out here. I'm not going to talk about anything else. I consulted an attorney this morning.
She
I
just
had to
lied
go
for life.
through a series of questions and
Now, didn't she just put up a community post saying she never said this, CJ?
She did, actually. I remember that. This is 102. Let me find if I showed that post. Because she made a community post saying she never said any of this. And then that's because she hid the stream, because that's what she does.
and my problems on YouTube met the criteria of
Hey, Pam J. Hey, Chloe.
cyberbullying. It's for cyberbullying and harassment.
I thought she never said this.
We absolutely.
you said she didn't see
and
that
also for
shit about
slander and
before. Oh,
Didn't she just get done saying she never said this?
liar.
Oh my! And look at the title: Audrey Cunningham, Audrey's mom interview with Nancy Grace. Let's break it down. Let's break that down.
See how far back the lies go, my friends. See, I got proof.
Lies.
And we absolutely. And also for slander and we absolutely met the criteria
On your
for
fallacy, sure.
slander, cyberbully, and harassment. 100%.
Yes, you do meet the criteria for doing all those things.
Isn't that something? And again, she hid this stream, made a community post saying she never said any of it.
You sure do.
So I'm having a consultation with the attorney. I actually got to speak with the attorney this morning.
That would be your
And then
consultation
I'm
then.
having a consultation with them.
Does that make any sense? I spoke to them, and they told me I have a case, but I'm having a consultation with them, but I spoke to them.
Actually tomorrow.
And that is our running
well,
joke. Constellations are
I
running
thought
joke.
she never said
I'm
any of
just-
it.
Ass voices. It's our running joke.
CJ,
I'm
I thought I
done.
just
I'm
made
gonna
this up.
see what my options are legally.
Thank God you
I
had
have
this.
everything
Have you ever heard somebody say, I spoke to an attorney, they told me we have legal standing, to then turn around and say, I'm going to speak to an attorney to see if I have legal standing?
that I need. And actually, I was actually blown away with
Background noise.
how much of a case I do have.
See how she just said, like, I'm going to see if I have a case, to saying I do have a case, but yet you've never had a case?
You have to present the facts to back up your claims. I can call an attorney right now and say that I have X, Y, and Z, but without it, you have no case. So yeah, off your fallacies. But I thought, didn't we just read a CP of her saying she never said any of this?
Never said any of this. No.
This is a whole ass conversation.
Yeah, I mean,
And I also I got it in contact with a division
what?
specifically for cyberbullying.
Mhm.
Yes, for defamation of character. Yes.
Got all that
Defamation of character.
She says that so confidently. This is so funny. Man, the flashbacks are great.
For cyberbullying and harassment.
because this has been going on for years.
For
And
years, y'all.
You know, contrary to whether they want to say it's me or not.
Contrary to facts in your face, right? Contrary to that.
This lawyer will have every way of proving, you know.
Didn't we just read a CP from her saying this didn't happen?
It's infuriating.
I mean, I'm disgusted. Does anybody see how she lies?
Do you guys see it yet? Now? Ever?
Wow. And by the
And remember, now her and her Maz are going around and saying, I threatened her with litigation. That she didn't do this. She didn't do what you're hearing on the screen. It was me.
way I understand, when I asked you earlier if she had a fund, I understand now.
You get what I was saying? Yeah.
I get the game.
Because I didn't say she had a fund for one, did
No,
I?
you didn't. No,
Sure
you
didn't. Sure didn't. Let's see how long she goes on with Audrey's name in the end of
That's not the case. So, yeah, I mean,
I'm sorry, but y'all hear that chair struggling? Oh, I'll help you understand, clown, always scamming. Why is it okay when you collect money, but it's a problem when Brittany does? Because you people have a hard time understanding this. Collecting money to initiate litigation and then not presenting litigation is what one would call scamming, okay? Starting a fund to defend yourself in litigation and then showing that you are defending yourself in litigation is a whole nother thing. So it's not a problem when Brittany wants to collect money. She can collect whatever money she wants. People have a problem when it's a scam. People have a problem when you lie about where the funds are going and what you're doing with them. That's what people have a problem with. It's okay for her to do whatever she wants. She wants to go on screen and twerk and fart at the same time. She can do that. But people are going to judge when you are misguiding them on what your fundraising is for. There you go. I hope that helps you understand. Hit the thumbs up, will you?
Like most people who just talk, I'm not gonna be allowed to say anything else about anything. But
it's a shame that she didn't take that advice when she initiated litigation finally a year after saying all of this.
No, I'm going to talk to I'm gonna talk to professionals and
just talk to a doctor about it.
See what, because this is my job. This is my.
See how she said I'm going to talk to professionals? She already claims what we just heard, that she spoke to professionals.
And see what, because this is my job. This is my
it's mine too.
My nerves. This is my kids and my home life that's being threatened and affected.
Who threatened or affected home life? What?
Let me tell you. See how even then she lied? And yet her mods still don't ask why she claims all these big things have happened to her real life, but they're never in any of her twice now legal papers. This was, let me see. This had to be the end of 2023. Like the end of 2023. So as I stated, Brittany threatened that she was initiating litigation against me in 2023. And yet she didn't. You're going to hear what she says about fundraising for it. And she waited until the end of 2024 after asking other creators to go legal with her. And she finally found some that were willing to throw me into litigation because of my location.
What a joke this all is. I can't. And then the audacity to make a community post saying you never said any of this.
You know what, Jess? She's the
and
one.
I'm tired of it.
Exactly, CJ. Exactly.
Idiot.
Oh my God. To deny
I'm
this?
absolutely tired of it. And I have no interest in doing a back and forth anymore. It's got to stop.
You're
and
the
obviously
instigator.
It's not going to. She just said last night that if I shut up, she would. And then
there it is, right? She just said last night. I've been saying it for fucking years, though, but okay.
When I woke up, 7:30 this morning, I'm getting screenshots that she's making community posts threatening to expose me even more. And
Where's that community post? I thought she didn't say any of this. Can anybody please riddle me how she just wrote an entire community post saying she never said she's going legal, but then claims that I made CPs threatening to expose her more?
telling people that my mom
So there I am saying, where's my community post? Because it didn't happen. Like, she lies to lie, man.
has threatened her.
He
mod,
did.
Also
her mod
saying
did
that my
threaten me.
mod has doxed somebody. My
I
mod
never-
never doxed somebody. She
Oh my
shared
God.
a video on her community post. And in that video, somebody was accidentally doxed that my mom.
My minor daughter was accidentally doxed, y'all.
Accidentally.
Minor daughter was accidentally doxed. Her mod didn't dox anyone. You guys have never seen Angela P dox anyone. You are so full of shit, Brittany. But the fact that you just wrote an entire community post stating you never said this, and here you are saying it, you should be embarrassed.
Mod didn't even know about. So that's what that's about.
Oh, her
But
mod
anyway,
didn't know my daughter
I'm
was in
moving
that
on.
video,
I just want to
CJ.
let you guys know
Oh my
I'm
God.
over it. I've consulted an attorney.
Again, she consulted one, but during just 10 seconds prior, she said she's going to consult with one. Her lies were nonstop. What they did was they literally made I had to make a video arguing that that is my daughter, that they were passing around a video of, because they kept trying to gaslight me that it wasn't my daughter. And it was. It absolutely was.
I'm going to take it as far as I can. It is a little pricey.
There it
But
is.
there's actually
There it
ways around it,
goes.
contrary to what people want to make you believe.
There it goes.
You don't always. There are
There
other
it
ways
goes.
around.
Okay,
There are other ways around affording an attorney, she's saying.
so let's check this out, right? Because apparently I threatened to expose her more, and I made up. Okay. Oh my God, I can't stand her.
You do realize, though, you got her there in that one clip, Jess, because she says, I'm tired of the back and forth.
And fourth.
Oh,
Yep.
good point.
Right?
Because she's going forth and I'm going back. What does this mod at BJ's mean with this comment? During what's supposed to be a true crime coverage, you have a male moderator threatening me. This followed with, hey, GW. And listen, I'll post all the screenshots. I'll do that in just a minute. I'm everywhere, especially in dark. It's an actual threat, unlike the comment made by new account. This is now the third stream where you have allowed many in your chat on your panel to threaten me. The people in my chat would never, especially the men, and if anyone did, it would be removed and quickly addressed. Not you, though. Nope, not even during what's supposed to be true crime coverage. Unbelievable. You have really done well playing the victim and leading your unknown audience of true crime followers into believing you are a victim of mine, but I promise eyes will be open. See second screenshot. Where's the threat?
Yeah. Where's the threat that said, I'm going to expose you? Thank you so much, Lady K9. That was absolutely amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Use my paw on Google. Found Granny vs. Beach. Ha ha ha. Good job using your right to scroll. Beach saying that she originally started channel to share her side of the drama. Yes, there is. Catalina, there is. So you guys get the basis here. She hid that stream, denied it, then said she never said any of that on a community post. Obviously she digs. We just played her words saying it. And yeah.
So now she's backing up.
And
The only reason she's getting me, apparently up until the 27th mark, Audrey Cunningham. So we got an 11-year-old girl whose life was taken entirely too early. And Brittany is using her name and her photo to bring in an audience to listen to her woe is me fake fallacies. Look at this. This isn't tragedy pimping. The only reason she's getting these is because she's crying she's a victim. This isn't tragedy pimping. Using this baby girl's name. All right, let's go on.
You guys, oh my God. So
y'all notice how she could breathe back then? She had a little life to her.
Aries, we love you. Just know that you have a lot of people behind you. And we all know that, and for all that matters, everybody.
So now she's backing up her abusive mod creator's comments. Okay.
Everybody that matters knows that you did not wish death on a single person.
I don't know. Telling somebody you're in every dark corner is, definitely threatening somebody. The world does not want GW. And again, Aries has since woken up, apologized, whatever.
Let me think of it, guys. Did an attorney? Really? Well, I never said he wished me death, but it's interesting you found it to be that.
You know what I'm saying? It was a gross way to slander someone.
Do you guys hear that chair? I mean, listen, I like Aries now, so I don't want to harp on it, but how else would you take that? Saying the world doesn't want GW in it and that you're lurking in dark corners. I mean, come on.
Somebody, and I wasn't going to say this, but I'm going to go ahead and say this.
Still with the
because
cough in the
I'm
background.
shutting my mouth anyway.
She still to this day has not shut her mouth. Still to this day.
Consult an attorney this morning.
Back to the consult with an
Now,
attorney.
how many of you would interpret what she just said to mean she's taking me to court? But I'm lying about that?
Right. She's exhausted.
Anti-Semitic comments. I had a time out that night. Had that not occurred, I wouldn't have came looking into it.
Yep, Haunt
For
and
the
Haley
past
woke
4
up.
streams.
See what Haunt and Haley
I
said?
wouldn't have came.
She noticed those mod comments, but not mine or the supporters asking her to block the anti-Semitic comments, right? She denies that happening too. Y'all get the hint. We can visit that another time. Nonsense is going live. So I am going to end this, redirect you all over. Apparently, Betty's threatening more frivolous litigation. These people don't know when to stop. It's insane out here. Protect yourselves. Protect yourselves from these people that are, constantly wanting to go real life and then crying they're a victim of real life. So it's unbelievable. If you haven't, would you please hit the thumbs up? I appreciate you all being here. Remember, what you see is real. Don't be gaslit out of your reality. You do matter. Your donations matter. Your struggles are real. And when people sit out here and tell you that they're not financially struggling, believe them. You have no reason not to. She's right about one thing. Believe half of what you hear. Listen to the other half in the background telling you how well off they are. I appreciate all of you. I will see you all next time. Thank you, my friends. Thank you again, K9. That was so amazing of you. Thank you all. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.